has been Thursday Night Kickoff, presented by Audible.
Remember when I said I wasn't going to stream this game? I lied! Actually, I didn't lie. I was telling the truth at the time, but I changed my mind. Yeah, you know, something about football being on. The Cardinals should be a fun team to watch, even though they haven't been this year. The Saints, you never know what you're going to get with the Saints from week to week. But the Cardinals have lost 8 consecutive home games, but I'm picking them to win. Something's got to give here, ladies and gentlemen. So let's watch together and find out. So, should be a fun team. I just want to say my condolences to Kevin Nash and his family. I'm a big fan of Kevin Nash, and I listen to the Click This podcast every week. Kevin Nash's 26-year-old son, Tristan, died today. Don't know how, don't know what happened, but, you know, it's been weighing on me all day because Big Kev has been through a lot this year, and not only did his son die, his son died on his best friend's birthday, who also died earlier this year. So it's just been a hard time to be a Click fan and a sad time to be in the Click. So Kevin Nash will never hear this, but big man, you are the fucking man, and we love you, and we're all NWO for life, Ron. It's the way I see it. So I've been thinking about that. I took a real half-assed nap, and I tried, okay? I got off work at 2 o'clock. I skipped my break entirely so I could leave at 2 and come home. I tried to sleep. I might have slept an hour or two. I don't know. I'm wide awake. I'm wired. I'm ready to go. Like I said, the stream title is appropriate. I relate to Kyler Murray tonight because I'm going to stay up late and try to work after playing a video game I've been waiting to have come out for a while. I know Kyler Murray can relate, so I relate to him. Kyler, tonight I am with you because Gotham Knights comes out in less than 4 hours. And I'm really looking forward to playing it. The game's getting a lot of mixed reviews, and I understand. You know, there's a lot of flaws. I predicted a lot of flaws with this game. The number one flaw being it's not Arkham, but we'll get to that later. That'll be another stream late tonight. Late tonight. But for now, like I said, Kyler Murray and I, we got a lot in common. We're going to sacrifice our work for a video game, even though I plan on still working tomorrow. Don't know how effective I'll be, but I really don't have that much to do at work. I ain't got shit to do at work. I'm so good at my job, I have nothing to do at work. Because I got it all done. Phoenix at Glendale, Arizona, State Farm Stadium, home of the Super Bowl this year, if I'm not mistaken. Phoenix is becoming a lot like Miami when it comes to hosting Super Bowls.
Last season, Hopkins suffered injuries to his hamstring and knee and was on the field for only 10 games. Then in the offseason, he was suspended for violating the league's performance-enhancing drug policy. That cost him
We have the return of DeAndre Hopkins. We have Alvin Kamara. Should be a fun game. Even though the Saints don't have Jarvis Landry, Michael Thomas, or Marshawn Lattimore. But that's neither here nor there. Cardinals wearing the ugliest uniforms, but the black helmets make them more tolerable. How the fuck is Robbie Anderson playing tonight? He just got there Monday. I'm surprised Robbie Anderson's dressed. Good God, no Connor. We know Marquise Brown's out. Pugh's out. God, man. Both these teams are fucking crippled. So it's a pretty even matchup, in my opinion, although the Saints' receiving core might be more depleted than the Cardinals. Thomas and Landry out. Third place in the NFC South must suck, huh, Saints? My team's tied for first. I wouldn't know. Getting my Falcon mojo back. We got our hands full on Sunday. We got the Bengals on Sunday.
Arizona desert right now. See if he can turn it around.
And visiting with him yesterday, you could feel that energy just talking to him. I think he's feeling the pressure, short week, a lot of injuries. Obviously, Luke Hopkins
Play Love Gun. Drumming their asses off. Blankenship, isn't that bum that cost Matt Ryan the game against Houston earlier this year that ended in a tie? We got all black versus all white uniforms tonight. Let's hope for better things on this Thursday night than we've gotten the last couple of weeks. Or on Monday night, for God's sake. You would think a game going to overtime would be thrilling and exciting, but it was not on Monday.
He's going to play it a lot more conservatively than with Jameis Winston.
Yeah, and I think he's taking care of the football.
I think Andy Dalton's the better quarterback for this team, if we're being honest. It's a shame he doesn't have his full complement of weapons. So they just have to get on Kamara and ride him tonight. And hopefully nobody will steal that nice chain he's got on.
Winston would be the emergency quarterback. If Dalton got hurt, they put Hill in the game. Next.
Good protection.
You see a lot of him at quarterback anyway. Meanwhile, a 6-yard
Slant gets about 6 yards.
Juwan Johnson, who will be the starting tight end tonight because Adam Troutman is out. Gain of 6 there, second down and 4.
Johnson, a former receiver, started at Penn State, went over to Oregon, has moved now to tight end in the NFL.
As soon as this game's over, I got to hop in the shower so I can sleep as late as I can tomorrow morning if I decide to ever sleep tonight.
Kamara, the running back, runs 3 receivers and then break that. Give it to Kamara.
There's Kamara. Cardinals are terrible at defending the run, and it shows there just on the second play. Cardinals are terrible at a lot of things this year if you watch closely.
For a gain of 18.
Watch the push here from the middle and the right guard. Ruiz just kind of pushed this down. Nice, good vision on the backside. You even saw the block there by Smith 10. Just kind of sealed it and opened it up.
Buda Baker had to tackle him.
Alvin Kamara with room to run sets up, again, every aspect of what they want to do with this offense.
Come back to it. That's another decent run.
And gets the ball into Arizona territory to the 48-yard line. Lawrence makes the
There's old Vance Joseph, Denver Broncos fans. Remember him? Do you miss him yet?
This season, 2 years as the head coach.
Nah, you don't miss him.
And then came here, and there's an opportunity, I think, down the line. Maybe he's been interviewed for head coaching positions. He could get the top job somewhere again.
I agree with you. Very impressive reputation.
Mark Ingram's the running back now. Still can't. A false start. Armstead.
Here from Jerome Bolger.
Oh, no, it's
Offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty.
Ramchick.
Still second down.
Ryan Ramchick, the right tackle.
Who the fuck decided to spell his last name like that?
J.J. Watt.
And oh, yeah, a healthy J.J. Watt. How about that? Don't know how effective he can be, but he's on the field. Can't believe in a game with so many injuries on both sides, J.J. Watt's somehow playing. Taysom Hill in the game. The Saints have an unbelievable winning percentage when Taysom Hill scores a touchdown. Dalton deep. Caught by Saeed. Touchdown. Wow. The Red Ruffle. And I think the Saints have something here with this Saeed guy. Dude's unbelievably fast. And he just blew right by the defense on this one. Already, this is a better Thursday night game than we've had in weeks. The Cardinals just fell asleep here. I don't know. Ooh, and then the homie dragging him by his underwear into the end zone. Please let this game be a shootout. Please let this game be a shootout. Please let it be a shootout. 7-0 Saints. Not happy about that, but at least we saw somebody get into the end zone. How about it? Thursday night football, baby. Wrong team scored. Fuck New Orleans. Fuck New Orleans and everybody in it. You know, I skipped the Kiss Cruise that one year just because it was in New Orleans. I'm kidding. I skipped the Kiss Cruise that one year because I didn't have any money. But it was in New Orleans that one year. And I'm glad I didn't go because fuck that city. Just kidding. I'm really upset that I didn't get to go on that one. be so cold outside and so hot in this house? You know what I could do in the morning is go in an hour late and leave at like 3. That's what I could do. Consider that. Oh God! Don't show any footage from that Bears Washington game. I almost said the R word, the Redskin word. Oh shit! I said it. It's the commies now.
Stick with Prime Video for hard-hitting action movies like Samaritan, Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe Origins, and Ambulance, all included with Prime. See where it takes you. Prime Video. You're not in Florida, Toto, not with that shot. Here we are in the desert, Valley of the Sun, outside of Phoenix.
Remember the Saints played Seattle a week ago, whenever it was, and what the Seahawks beat the Saints 39-32 or some wacky shit like that, and the Cardinals couldn't score a fucking touchdown on Seattle. It's interesting to see how certain teams play well against other teams and suck against others.
The top outscored 41-3, now 48-3 in the first quarter of the season.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they respond. This is a team offensively that's felt pressure because of the hole they dug themselves into. Now they're down 7.
Let's his kickoff into the end zone. So, Kyler Murray, number 1 pick.
Fun to watch most weeks, Kyler Murray. I'd still take him over Lamar Jackson. I've always been on the Murray bandwagon. I love Lamar Jackson, but I've always said Kyler Murray is just a better version of Lamar. But he's got to be better this year.
Coach Cliff Kingsbury says we have to stay on schedule, meaning they can't get into those 3rd and 10s. Eno Benjamin is the running back. He takes it, played his college ball at Arizona State.
Good run.
Gets 7 off a block that time from DJ Humphries.
You know, with Murray, I think
This game could be a shootout in the making, I hope.
he's going to eventually, such a playmaker, he's eventually going to find it. But early in this year, he's just holding on to the ball a little bit too long in a lot of throws.
And there he is, holding on to the ball just a little too long. Throws across his body, it's caught! Rondale Moore! Woo! He was one missed tackle away.
So Moore tackle there by Taylor. Off and running for 30. Is this Thursday night football? What are we doing?
Al Michaels can't believe it. Nobody's more excited about this offensive explosion in the first quarter than Al Michaels after the last couple of weeks.
Keeping this play alive, stays in sync with Moore, and Moore really reminded me of a Jalen Waddle type, but even stronger in his lower half, like a 500-pound squat kind of guy. But he's had a lot of injuries. They haven't been able to get him going, and that is a heck of a way to start this game for number 4.
Folks, the law of averages is kicking in. No more 7-3 games for you.
I love Al Michaels. Little screen. No blocks. I think they're going to get the Cardinals for a hold here on the edge and back them up.
Benjamin gets just about back to the line of scrimmage. Call made by Jerome Boger.
Oh, great. I just realized Jerome Boger's the ref in this game. It is a play downfield. Offense, number 76. 5-yard penalty. He can't say penalty. He says penalty. Fuck this fucking clown, Jerome Boger. Stupid piece of shit. Penalty decline. Second down. 5-yard penalty. Penalty decline. That's my Jerome Boger impression.
Last year they were 7-0 at the start last year, but faded down.
These Cardinals helmets are nice. They make their black uniforms tolerable.
2nd and 10.
Oh, D-Hop, first catch of the year. Gain of 6.
Andre Hopkins. So Hopkins makes his first catch since last season. And the crowd salutes him.
Well, just his presence. They only had a couple walkthroughs this week, but he's not been able to practice with that suspension. And they said just seeing him out in practice has lifted the spirits up of their offense, and they're hoping he can do more than provide a spark to get this
Excuse me.
going.
Press coverage.
Third and five.
Going to be an opportunity here. And that's incomplete. I'm surprised there's not a flag there. There was a lot of contact there. That should have been at least holding.
Still no flag.
You're talking about a guy, as you say, is a rookie, but a ton of confidence out of Tennessee. Ran a 4.36 at the combine, so he can run, and he's got length. You can see Hopkins kind of pulling himself.
Hey, yeah, Hopkins.
Yeah,
okay.
A little bit with the hand on the jersey, so it's a clean play.
That is a clean play. You couldn't tell from the other angle. You couldn't see that Hopkins was pulling the guy to him. So that's disappointing.
Trying to kick a 50-yarder, and Blankenship.
It's good. Hey, if this fucking bum would have made that kick for Indianapolis, the Colts would be in really good shape right now.
Each team scores on the opening salvo. What do you know? 7-3.
Contain yourself, Al Michaels. I'm trying to. I got a long night ahead of me. Gotham needs me. Some points in the first quarter. I'll be damned. NFC West is wide open. I don't know which team I'd pick. I'd probably still pick the 49ers. Got a bag of Twizzlers here that I'm trying to avoid the temptation of getting into to get through this game. Excuse me. Sorry again.
A man who watches this show. Hope he has a Nielsen book. Touchdowns, not field goals. We've got one tonight for you.
We're off to a good start.
TNF, touchdowns, not field goals.
And Andy Dalton right now has got to be feeling good. And you look at these last three starts. Look at the NFL rank in those 3 weeks. Points per game. They're running the football obviously much better, putting them in better situations on third down, and most importantly, 1 interception in those 3 games compared to the 5 in the first 3 weeks with Jameis Winston.
Again, Winston in uniform tonight, but would only be used in an emergency situation. As I said earlier, if something happened to Dalton, you'd see Hill in there. They want to use him in all kinds of positions, but he would probably come in to supplant Dalton as the kick goes through the end zone. And they take it over at the 25.
The Red Ruffle comes back to the field. Light it up, Andy. No, you guys cannot grab Andy Dalton for your fantasy team mid-game. I regret to inform you.
And then you got the safety takes the crosser, and then there's a heck of a throw by Andy Dalton.
Dude got wedgied into the end zone.
Back, takes 1 hitch, knows where to go with the ball, and he throws such a good deep ball. And just put that ball out in front of the Shaheed for a touchdown. He's thinking, man, this game's pretty easy.
Meanwhile, here's Hill. Hill comes in at quarterback.
Oh no, Taysom Hill at quarterback, Andy Dalton at wide receiver.
Also in the game, up at the top of the screen, so they could go a lot of different ways.
And Mark Ingram gets swallowed for a 3-yard loss. And unnecessarily thrown to the ground. Throw the flag. Come on, Jerome Boger. Consistency.
Stacked that
And we got an injury on the defensive line for the Cardinals.
Rashard Lawrence plays in the middle on that defensive line, who is down for the Cardinals.
He actually got the penetration. He's been dealing with a broken hand and tried to play through it last week. He's a very effective interior player. Watch him right over the center, just able to shoot through the guard.
Woo! Might have pulled that arm out of the socket.
He even had hand surgery, but he is down there working on him right now. We'll step away for a moment.
Thursday Night Football. Injuries, injuries, injuries. I pointed out once again that Richard Sherman spent all those years rightfully shitting on Thursday Night Football, and now he works for Thursday Night Football. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Well, if my phone will ever cooperate with me. Turn my PS5 on. I was charging up my controller for later because we got a long night ahead of us. Hopefully this game makes it a fun night. Next week we got Ravens Bucks. I don't think I'll be streaming that because I'll be at a friend's house in California and I don't plan on bringing my computer and stuff. So you'll probably miss me next Thursday. You'll miss me all next week essentially. After Wednesday evening, you probably won't hear from me again until I get back the following Thursday. So enjoy me tonight and this weekend and maybe Wednesday. After that, I'm gone, motherfucker. Damn, somebody to get carted off for a shoulder injury. Either that or he's like DK Metcalf and has to take a shit. Bodies everywhere. Thursday Night Football.
Right shoe is off. And as you can see, we're going to show you how Roby got hurt here.
Yeah, Al, this is really the last injury that this Saints defense could afford. Already banged up in the secondary up on Rondale Moore and just steps on his foot, goes down, and right away grabs his lower leg and then gets carted off. So Dennis Allen's got to be thinking about, okay, what are we going to do here in the back end of this defense?
So after the loss on the previous play,
shortly, Lucky Fotu comes in, replacing Lawrence. Second and 11.
Dalton deep over the middle.
That is incomplete at midfield, intended for Chris
Jerome Boger's officiating, so shockingly no flag.
Number one pick out of Ohio State, incomplete, third down and 11.
Olave, it's good to see him back. Michael Thomas, Jarvis Landry still out. Olave's going to have to make some plays tonight. We already saw Shaheed downfield.
Got the Saints backed up on a 3rd and 11. Should have been 3rd and 12 or longer because Ingram got tackled for like a 3-yard loss on first down. Saints offensive line doing a really good job, but nobody's getting open here. Now he finds the open man, Olave. God, the Cardinals defense ain't worth a damn.
So they convert on 3rd and 11, first down.
This is a heck of a job by Olave. Watch his route in man-to-man coverage. And his quarterback gets into trouble. He's trying to run around across the middle. He wants to go here.
Oh, my God. J.J. Watt with the pressure.
Works back to find that open spot, working with Dalton. Really well done.
How often do you get to say that anymore?
Stay in sight of Dalton as he scrambles on that big third down.
Kamara back in it, running back. His third carry.
Ooh, boy, there was a lot of green grass on this side of the field. He found some of it.
And turns what might have been no gain into a 6-yard gain. So Kamara, of course, he's been great over his first 5 years. Pro Bowl, a lot of touchdowns. He and Henry the most in the league over that period of time. And yet this season, Kamara does not have a touchdown. But it's Thursday night, so we'll get him into the end zone.
We're going to get him in there tonight. He's 27 years old, 6 years. Sometimes you see these backs that are so good, they start to
Can't get in the end zone, and he's lucky he's not in prison.
He just needs some help. And I think
After his little incident during Pro Bowl week.
And a great receiver as well.
Taysom Hill, quarterback again.
Into the backfield now. Direct snap
And to be
taken
3rd and
by
1.
Hill.
Awkward landing for Hill there.
The first down. So they had Washington in, they had Hill in there as well. Changing it up in the backfield. We'll see if he picked up the first or not.
Vance Joseph defense, they told us when 7's in, instantly IDing him, not just a quarterback, anywhere he might be lined up, just a quarterback power. You know, it's a numbers advantage with Hill in there. Remember, he can throw the ball. He threw the ball for quite a few yards when he was at BYU. He knows how to throw it.
3rd and 1, put a fullback in the game.
3rd and 1, they go Ingram. Ingram is the fullback, gets the first down.
Progress should get Ingram, who had lined up as the up back, a first down. And it
Cardinals have no answers here on defense.
It was such a wrinkle for this offense because like right now he's in there with Andy Dalton. You never know when the potential of what he might do. Pete Carmichael does a fantastic job of utilizing him with his skill set now all the way at the bottom of the screen.
Now Hill is in the game, but this time he lines up as a wideout. He's at the bottom.
False start.
And a whistle before the
Although we've seen so far, backing up the Saints isn't really slowing them down any. False start. Offense number 50. 5-yard penalty. I'm going to make fun of this stupid motherfucker every time he opens his mouth. Throckmorton. What a great last name.
200 pass attempts, 200 carries, 30 catches.
False start. Offense.
Those names, well, first of all, they go all the way back except for Cordell Stewart. To before the
Jerome Boger's a fucking asswap.
Later. Incredible. And Cordell Stewart, he was the guy, remember they called him Slash. But this guy is Slash Plus. Listed as a tight end, but plays all over the place.
Olave. Gain of about 10. Andy Dalton's wheeling and dealing.
First quarter, meanwhile, you've got Marco Wilson.
And another injury because it's Thursday Night Football.
He was Hill back on the bench here. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Well, they work on him, and season approaching the halfway mark. It's never do or die at the end of October. But you know what? Somebody's going to go out of here 3 and 4 and feel a lot better than themselves than the team that comes out here 2 and 5.
Yeah, and you get caught up in a record sometimes 5 or 6 weeks in. You start to look up in the standings, a game out. But it is, I think, an emphasis, especially with the nice rest on the back end. You get a win tonight, maybe creates a little bit of momentum into your season.
Meanwhile, you got
what a formation that is.
to the right. You got Hill throwing it to Kamara with some blocking.
First down. Ooh, Kamara takes a shot to the back.
And that will net a first down.
Gee, I wonder where the ball was going on that play.
Taysom Hill can run this. If the defense aligns in a certain way where they're going to be way out to the receivers, he'll run. It's a power play that's called. Instead, the Cardinals don't adjust to that stacked look, so he just flips it out there with 2 blockers in front of Kamara. So another well-designed play, a nice wrinkle there with Hill to give him that option.
We already know it doesn't take much to confuse the Cardinals defense. Oh, no confusing them there. Tackle for a loss.
Very good season.
I don't want to jinx him, but Andy Dalton signed with the Saints to be the backup to Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston gets hurt, has the interceptions, comes in. And it's almost like he has just settled this offense down. It's a calming presence that you sense watching him execute. You're seeing it again tonight for the fourth straight week.
Offense has not been the issue for these guys the last couple of weeks. Second down and 12.
Whoa! Hit as he throws. Ingram still makes a catch.
And a short gain here by Ingram. J.J. Watt.
Even when the Cardinals make a play, they don't get all of it.
Third and 9.
Boy, he was so close. One-on-one with Hurst. Blind side of Dalton. Again, Dalton kind of sensing this internal clock. He knows 99's close to him. These guys go all the way back to playing in a Rose Bowl game.
Remember when J.J. Watt got Andy Dalton all butt hurt that time Houston beat Cincinnati and he called him a Red Ryder BB gun and Andy Dalton got mad as fuck? I remember. That was on a Monday Night Football game. These two guys played in some very boring as fuck playoff games against each other. 3rd and 9. Wide open on 3rd and 9 is Olave. First down. Good protection. Nobody covering. And the Saints are just marching.
Andy Dalton on his 3rd down. Sometimes they'll give you exotics, only rush 4. But look at that. Just find the soft spot. Dalton throws him in to that hole in the zone. And I'll tell you, for
Saints with Said and Olave are a little deeper at receiver than most people would realize, including me. Because this Said guy came out of nowhere.
Saints 3 out of 3 on 3rd down. First and 10 here. Kamara's back in.
Oh, Kamara, first down at the 11.
11-yard pickup for Kamara to the 11-yard line. They just put Lewis Kidd in the game in place of Throckmorton, and he led the way with a block.
Yeah, nice double team in the middle with McCoy, the center, Ruiz, the right guard. Watch how they work in sync and then climb up to that second level. Beautiful work by the big offensive line. It's hard to single out one guy on this Saints offensive line. It's refreshing to see 5 guys working as one, as the backup guard is starting tonight. Throckmorton's on the sideline.
Right. That was Kidd who came in.
With Kamara again. Shifting through.
Alvin to the 7. So this drive right now, you've got 13 plays having been run. Talk about balance. 7 runs, 6 passes, and a second down and 6.
Doug Marrone, the offensive line coach, just has these guys.
Idiot Doug Marrone.
First 5-6 weeks, we've
Not qualified to be a head coach, but a hell of a position coach.
It's like they're still trying to build the continuity. This one really stands out because of how they work together.
Most teams having problems. It starts up front.
No doubt.
With makeshift offensive lines. Whole bunch of teams you can ask about that. 2nd and 6.
Kamara met in the backfield by Buda Baker for a loss. Now the Saints have to throw on this 3rd down.
Star ever since his rookie season. Now in his 6th year out of Washington.
This is one way to slow down an offensive line. You outnumber them, and then you have one of the best safeties and run support in the National Football League come up and take Kamara out before he can even have a chance. Boy, he's fun to watch, and he's all over the field for this defense, the heart and soul.
This drive has consumed over 8.5 minutes. This is play number 15 on the 3rd and 8.
Cardinals are going to have to get pressure or somebody's going to get open. Oh, it's intercepted in the end zone and double coverage. Take a knee, touchback, Arizona. Dalton was a little quick on the trigger there. I think the protection was good. He could have held it for a second or two longer and looked for something. He made this decision way too quickly. Man. Horrible read. You might as well put Jameis Winston in if you're going to read it like that. Cardinals catch a huge break there. They weren't doing anything defensively. And the Thursday Night Football scoreboard remains low despite the early touchdown. Now I see why they ran it 2 downs in a row. Thank you for the like, whoever's out there. You guys aren't the most talkative bunch during these football games, but I appreciate you. Amazon football should be commercial-free football. Don't you agree?
You're looking at Hamilton made the pick. This guy's bounced around 7 years in the league. This is his 77th game. That was his first interception. This is a guy who got burned in a grease fire.
Hop him up, Vance Joseph.
Missed the first 4 games of the season. Came back and is playing in his 3rd game and makes the pick here after a 15-play drive.
He's faced a lot of adversity and overcome it, put himself in a position. We've been bragging about Andy Dalton, his decision-making, and here it's a poor decision on 3rd down. Tries to force it, gets a little greedy, tight coverage there.
That's more than tight coverage. Good God. That was blanketed triple coverage, essentially. I said double. It looked triple from his point of view. Murray on a read option keeper. Big run here. Still going out of bounds at the 38.
Steps out of bounds. Beecham throwing a block to Spring on 1st down.
That's the challenge with Cliff Kingsbury's offense. They spread you all over the field, sideline to sideline, create a lot of space, and then you also have to worry about the quarterback, obviously, in the design run game, especially with a big right tackle out in front of him.
From the 37 on 1st down.
Almost fumbled the snap. And a big run here. Matthews going to be the only one to keep him out of the end zone. He gets him out of bounds near the 20. Red zone time for the Cardinals. Big run plays here.
He gets the start and off he goes for 45.
The trips to the right creates a lot of attention from the defense. Watch the left tackle. Humphreys times it up perfectly and good patience by Benjamin. You know, they're down to backs because of the injuries to Connor and Darrell Williams, but Benjamin has great quickness and showed patience that time before he explodes through that hole.
Benjamin, who'd be 3rd on the depth chart, were it not for the injuries. Here goes
Collar might want to take the L on that one.
to settle for a 1-yard gain. 2nd and long.
Marcus Davenport put his weight on him there. Collar was not happy about it. They got to run one more play before the end of the quarter.
In the last 4 weeks, 3 of 11 when they have gotten down in this area. So with
I gotta open my window. It's fucking hot in here. Jesus. Last night, I had to sleep with the fan on low because we have really good heat in this house, and my room always stays warm. So it was like 30 degrees outside, and I had a fan on in my room to stay comfortable. Throws the screen. Ill-advised. 3rd and 10. My God, we had a team score in the first quarter and the other team's in the red zone on a Thursday night football game. Is this allowed? Is this allowed? Once again, I'd like to point out that Marcus Mariota won NFC Offensive Player of the Week. What a time to be alive. Grandpa watching Impact. I haven't watched Impact in, God, I literally can't remember the last time I watched Impact. I don't know if streaming this was a good idea. I'm enjoying the game, but having to sit in this chair for an extended period of time when I plan on sitting in this chair for the rest of the night, not good. Might need to take a break from the chair at halftime. Oh my God, get back to the game.
Back here in Arizona with Cliff Kingsbury. Coach,
You know, I just noticed how hot this sideline reporter is. And I've been watching Thursday Night Football all year. And I didn't notice till just now. Got to find a way to play better. He's got to find a way to get it in. I see what you're doing, Cliff. Hitting on this woman. He says he wants to find a way to get it in. That was an intentional innuendo. Read between the lines, people. Look at this man. He's a degenerate. There's a reason he looks like a guy from a Bang Bros video. What's that? Third and 10. You're going to need a hell of a completion. And Robbie Anderson is in the game. With number 81. With that ridiculous hair you can't see under the helmet. Murray getting flushed out. He's going to run those little legs himself. First and goal. What a run. Man, when he takes off, it's something else. He has the acceleration of Saquon Barkley with half the legs.
If you don't get to him with that front, then he's going to have running lanes, little twists up front. And if you don't get him, and you're not able to corral him on third down, especially linebackers are on these running backs, give him.
I said it was going to take a completion. Nope, he ran it. Did the Michael Vick. The first read wasn't there. Pressure got there. Take off.
11 yards on a third and 10. First and goal now at the 7-yard line.
Like Cliff said, you got to get it in.
Benjamin is the back.
Oh, that's not going to get it.
Not for long. Pete Werner right there. Werner in his second year out of Ohio State, kind of an unsung guy, having a heck of a year.
Yeah, second year. It's like he's taken that big step. The light's gone off, replacing Quan Alexander in his defense. And watch how he not only is able to shoot a gap, watch him bounce off of a tight end block there and still be able to get into that backfield. You know, he is a big, athletic guy. Did a lot at Ohio State in college. They asked him to play out on the slot, play in the box. So he's got great versatility, just kind of coming into his own now. And it's still
What up, Ozzy? Got the window open. It's hot. Second and goal. Timeout as the play clock was running down.
Timeout, Arizona. Their first
Arizona 3 points
30-second timeout.
in the first quarter, equaling their total first quarter points over the first 6 games. This team has been playing from behind all season. I mean, this is almost unbelievable when you look at it. Entering tonight, the Cardinals, when trailing, have run 346 plays, by far the most in the league. When leading, they have run down we go. Where it stops, nobody knows. 13 plays all season long in 6 games plus 1 quarter.
I don't think anybody's ever seen anything like that, including Cliff Kingsbury. And again, tonight down 7-3, see what they can do with this red zone opportunity. But again, they're trying to dig themselves out and try to regain the lead.
Second down and goal.
Ertz is going to be the guy down here, I think.
Murray hangs in
Ooh.
there, incomplete. At the 6-yard
Now third and
line.
goal from the 10. Stalling out.
And we go to third
It's either going to be
and goal.
Ertz or Kyler's going to have to run it himself. No way they don't put a spy on him on this third down.
Came in tonight for Marshawn Lattimore.
Or can they afford to do that?
Out of the game. And so you're dealing with a lot of backups back there. And so far, the rookie, Taylor, has held up very well. Harris on the other side, who has been a practice squad guy until last week, a veteran.
Chris in his 12th year, been around a long time. Trying to lend some stability to that
They just empty it out.
secondary, which is a mess right now.
Throws it up.
Loft into the
Oh, Rondell Moore. I think he bobbled it, though.
He's juggling.
And there's a
in the
flag.
end zone. The flag is thrown on the play on top of everything in the end zone.
Indicates it's going to be on Arizona.
5-7. Did a lot of stuff at Purdue. You got
Would have been a hell of a catch, but he bobbled it.
Been all over the place tonight. The rookie out of Tennessee covering
Pass
and get the
interference.
over.
Offense.
Pass interference. Offense. The penalties decline for the pitch for fourth down. Fourth down. Fuck Jerome Boger. Go to fucking speech class or something. Also learn how to be good at your job, you worthless fucking idiot.
Moore juggled it anyway before he stayed in. So here comes Blankenship now. Made a 50-yarder.
Ray Narvaez's older brother,
And this one,
Rodrigo Blankenship. Come on, Saints defenders. You wouldn't block a kick from a guy with glasses, would you?
Blankenship is 2.
7-6 New Orleans.
The Cardinals still don't have a lead.
Yeah. They go with the fade. You'd think they would want to get it.
Yeah, Rondell Moore, a little bit of a push off, not much.
Right there, good call by the official.
And he still couldn't complete the catch. What a knob! Kidding. You know, you don't really appreciate good football until you've seen bad football like we saw Monday night. I mean, Sunday I watched the Bills and the Chiefs. I was like, man, that was a really good game. And then you don't realize how great that game actually was until you watch the Chargers and Broncos game. Skip's too busy watching NBA shit.
New sci-fi adventure from the creators of Westworld. The series premiered tonight only on Prime Video. Sun going down. The desert, Lake Pleasant right there. The Valley of the Sun. Temperature in the mid-80s.
We have points, though. 7-6.
Yeah. Arizona State years. Yeah. Let's go with Charlie Taylor in the Hall of Fame, of course.
Fantastic.
He's a great running back. Reggie Jackson was there at that time.
Wow.
It's a pretty good
How
baseball
great,
team.
how great, oh yeah.
D-Hop needs a haircut.
You know what? He also played football.
Dreads are getting out of control.
Quarterback.
Built like a football.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Forget about baseball. Reggie might have been able to play in the NFL at some
Okay.
point.
Of course, Barry Bonds wasn't bad.
Not too terrible. Monday, Sal Bando, off we go. And we'll start from the 25-yard line. Back to the last play.
Yeah, just something to keep an eye on. Remember, Luke Hopkins is one of the best receivers in the league, but still working his way back. Third year in the system, crucial third down. They need a touchdown in the red zone, and he looks over to Kyler Murray like, hey, I don't know if I got the call. I'm not sure what's going on here. And it forces Murray to have to work the other side and make an adjustment to try to get the ball to Moore. So something to watch, just that rhythm and continuity. You can see him communicating there, trying to work things out.
Sooner or later. Ingram is the running back.
Taysom Hill's playing tight end on this one.
Still in the game, sits up on the wing.
Ingram runs for almost 5.
This offense has been in sync for the most part, other than the mistake by Andy Dalton the last time they were out with the interception. But their plan tonight, like it always has been, going back to the Drew Brees era and Sean Payton, run the football.
Andy Dalton's a good Drew Brees proxy.
Screen game. And you got Dalton up to the top and Taysom Hill in here.
Taysom Hill, quarterback again.
Hill will take the snap and run it.
3rd down. 3rd and 3.
Gain him a couple. How important is it for him to get the ball? Entering tonight's game, 24 drives on which he's had a pass, a catch, or a carry, 11 touchdowns, 7 field goals, 100 points. 48 drives without touching the ball, 41 points.
Touch the ball.
Yes, as much as you can.
They move him all over the place.
There is
Oh my God, it's Drew Brees.
I don't know. Sean Payton is in the house somewhere.
They haven't talked him into coming back yet.
Hill to the left. Ball
Good protection.
short, throwing, caught.
Big play. Big play. Kevin White, he's up the sideline. He stayed in bounds.
And he takes it
1st and goal, Saints.
5, and the officials are
I didn't think he was going to stay in bounds.
makes a stop. So he tight ropes the sideline and sets up a 1st down and goal on a gain of 64.
How do you get 64 on this play?
White here on 3rd down against Hamilton, who had the big interception.
He's wide open.
Separation, just a
And then just turns upfield.
shallow cross,
Still
and then
nobody
a
there.
screen
Missed tackle.
by the former first-rounder
Stays in
out of
bounds.
West Virginia.
Gets ran down from behind, but
Make sure he stayed in. Here's the look right here. So far, so good.
He's in bounds.
That's good. Yep.
Play.
A little bit of green.
Cardinals are going to challenge anyway, aren't they?
Arizona maybe wanting to challenge this, but well, there it is. That angle a little bit different.
I think he might have touched. It's as close as you can get.
Arizona is challenging the rule of the field that the runner did not step out of bounds.
Actually, I'll say he stayed in bounds.
Looking on. What
I
do
think
you
he stayed in bounds.
See, well, Terry,
I think that'll stand.
rehearse your lines here. We'll go to a commercial, then you tell us what you think.
I think he stayed in bounds. But God, it's so close. Get the index card out. Rewind time and pause it and do the index card on his foot. I think he stayed in bounds.
Play will stand.
And the play
It's not
stands.
first, so Arizona challenge.
Arizona loses a timeout and a challenge.
Your Honor.
And are probably about to go down by 8.
64-yard
Unless
gain
Andy
for
Dalton
Iowa.
makes another
The
terrible
number
read.
7 overall pick in the draft by the Chicago Bears.
And looked at, for the most part, his entire career as a bust. Just never lived up to the hype. In fact, he's been on the practice squad all year. He was active last week. Back to the practice squad again. Gets activated today. Doesn't have a catch on the year. How happy is he?
The Bears fans are saying, where were you when we needed it?
Right.
Where was Watt in that game they lost to the Falcons back in 2017, the Bears?
Others have had to step up, and they have.
First and goal now from the 3-yard line.
Kamara tripped up short of the line.
Taken down line of scrimmage.
I think the Saints are just going to try to punch it in here.
His 12th season in the league, and what a career he has had.
Not going to get too cute after that interception earlier, I don't think. Bet you'll see a Taysom Hill play on 3rd down if they can't get it in on 2nd.
Especially down in this area, you better get down into the inside gaps.
Oh my God, J.J. Watt made a tackle.
As well as anybody.
It's national news. Still no okay, there's Taysom Hill. He's not the quarterback here. They throw a screen to him. Touchdown. Runs through a man. There you go. I said they do it on 3rd down. They whipped it out on 2nd down. 2 touchdowns in the first half on Thursday Night Football. Is this real life?
To White, and the Saints up 13-6 with the extra point coming.
A play call by, again, Pete Carmichael. Has Jawan Johnson out there. Traquan Smith, who's 6'2", 210 as a receiver, an outstanding blocker in front of Taysom Hill.
Lutz for the point after.
14-6 New Orleans.
14th season as the Saints
Boo.
offensive coordinator. All under Sean Payton. Going a heck of a game tonight.
And you know, when you, it's 3-on-3 to the outside, right? So you're gonna move Hill over here, and you got to get a couple blocks, right? You got to once Hill goes into motion, you're gonna run with him, kind of move to the outside. Now you're asking Hill out here to beat Murphy one-on-one after the catch. 2 inside guys make their blocks. Now the physicality of Hill after the catch lowers his shoulder, and a good job by Dalton getting it out quickly and accurately to give Hill a chance.
.225 yards already for New Orleans. 113 for Arizona. I keep thinking about that old, Vince Lombardi film where he's on the sideline saying, "What the hell is going on out there?"
Yeah. It's nice to see offense.
Yeah.
For our production, this is a lot of fun.
14-6. So the Cardinals trailing by 8 will get the ball at the 25-yard line. Kaylee, what you got?
Al, you guys broke down the numbers behind Taysom Hill's productivity this season. He's been doing all of that with a really painful injury. He cracked 2 ribs and displaced another in training.
Has Russell Wilson come up with his next excuse injury yet? It's been a few days since Monday. I think he did come up with a new one.
The last few games, and he did it again tonight. The barreling into that end zone doesn't seem to be bothering him.
Man, oh man,
Must be nice to be Taysom Hill. You don't have to play every down. You come in, you get all the praise, you get to be the hero.
He sells beignets after the game in New Orleans as well. First down from the 25-yard line.
Draw, and it goes absolutely nowhere.
And Keontae Ingram going nowhere. 2nd and long. So many injuries to the Saints corners with Debo out and Lattimore out. Alante Taylor, there he is. So the rookies had a big part. Harris has been around a long time Broncos with the Chargers.
I like Chris Harris. God, he has been around forever.
Justin Evans is seeing some action. JT Gray has been in there as well. 2nd and 10. Murray goes over the top.
And a missed tackle, and he's loose. More missed tackles, cuts across. Good God, look at the big defensive lineman dragging him down way down the field. How'd that happen?
And because of what we're talking about, you've got 2 safeties back there to avoid the shots downfield against those corners. So what does Murray have to do? Run the ball, which we saw the last possession, and throw underneath and get yards after the catch. That's what you have to do. And Ingram, a powerful guy, he makes Evans miss. Remember, the Saints a tough time tackling Cincinnati. last week, especially Jamar Chase, and it shows up there on that play.
Ingram, 6th-round pick. Started at Texas, finished his college career at Southern California. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Trying to get around the outside and enough to take the ball into Saints territory for a gain of about 3 is, Benjamin.
That is a huge story tonight that Adebo comes in not playing, Lattimore comes in not playing. You talked about Roby out, so you take your top 3 corners out. Chris Harris is a veteran, has played a lot of great football, but he's a guy that's been on the practice squad for most of this year, and there he is starting with a rookie on the other side. And that's why they're forced to take care of him with the safeties behind.
Deep drop, 2nd and 7.
Wide open, D-Hop.
Making the grab there.
First down.
So they get him involved here. He beats Justin Evans as he turns it to the outside. And that's a gain of 18 to the New Orleans 30.
That's a great job by Cliff Kingsbury motioning. See, Taylor 27 was on him, bringing to the inside. Now
DeAndre Hopkins was the biggest fantasy football letdown of my life last season.
He stays wide. He's dealing with Taylor, who's equipped to stay with him with a 4-3 40. Motion him inside, create a matchup against that nickelback, and you can win it every time.
Caught a couple. Murray is 6 of 9 for 77. Less than 8 to play in the first half. To the outside, but nothing happening there. Goes Keontae Ingram. Cam Jordan trying to burnish what will be a Hall of Fame resume in his 12th season.
How big is he and physical, able to get upfield against Beecham, forces the ball to go back to the inside, and on the other side, Davenport kind of cleans it up right there, the tandem. Great job, the one arm, keep that outside shoulder and hand free, and then collapse down on it. He's known as a great pass rusher, but over his career, great against the run. Yep.
Screen, a lot of dipping and dodging for nothing.
I think the best story about Jordan, he gets drafted by New Orleans, and then Cleveland drafts Jordan Cameron same year in the 4th round, and the Cleveland PR department called this Jordan. Right, they called Cameron Jordan to get Jordan.
And now after 12 years, we all know.
I think so.
We got it figured out.
3rd and 10.
Could be another field goal incoming. As long as they don't take a sack here, and he takes a sack. Now it'll be a long field goal, but there's a flag.
Is the first guy in there, and Jerome Boger will tell us the rest of the
Holding,
story.
offense, da-da-da.
Against the Saints.
Holding.
Oh, never mind. First down, Arizona. Holding on the Saints. You'll love to see it.
Remember, he got matched up against Nuke Hopkins earlier and got beat. Here he is again, one-on-one, and a big 3rd down with that pressure from Davis, the linebacker. He just tackles him into line of scrimmage.
My God, yeah, that's a hold, all right.
Nuke Hopkins is tackling. Don't let him run his route.
So first down at the 25-yard line.
I'm loving the red sparkles on the Cardinals helmet if you look really close at them.
More in motion.
Little short pass to Hopkins. Fights for every yard.
6 yards goes DeAndre Hopkins. Covered there by Chris Harris.
This feels like they're just starting to find their rhythm. Remember, they have not thrown the football together, practice all year because of the suspension. Trying to work with him this year. They've played together now in their 3rd year, but just coming out game speed. Cliff Kingsbury trying to find ways to get him settled into the game. Nuke Hopkins telling him, hey man, play me as often as you can and get me the football. And they are now starting to kind of find that rhythm.
Calls up, we got to hurry up. I got to get home and play Call of Duty. And a run for a first down.
Tough running here. Benjamin. Tackled by Davenport. We go back to Kaylee.
Well, Al, the Cardinals are moving the ball behind an O-line that's missing their starting left guard, Max Garcia. We're told he's questionable to return with a shoulder injury. In his place, there's Cody Ford. This is his first time on the field since week 1. He's been on the IR ever since after an ankle injury in that game.
Yeah, they're also missing Justin Pugh, who may be out for the year with with an injury. So mix and match, as so many teams have had to do up front. From the 13-yard line.
Ooh.
That doesn't fool
Read option.
in particular, number 90, the former
Little collar got squished there. It's like tackling a toddler.
14.
He's actually reading 90 Passigno. Watch this. It feels like he's going to take the back. And I think he fooled Kyler Murray into thinking he was going to go with Ingram, but instead he shows that, and then bang, he brings his head back down and his momentum back down and completely catches Kyler Murray by surprise. That's a great play.
10th play of the drive.
Backed up again, though, 2nd and 14. They get in the red zone, and they start getting backed up.
To the outside.
Hopkins to the 10.
Hopkins started to slip as he made the grab. Down he goes to the 10-yard line. He couldn't keep his feet. Otherwise, he would have broken away from a tackle. He's done that 18 million times in his career. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Gives this offense a chance at 3rd down. Remember Cliff Kingsbury last week, they struggled in the red zone and decided, we had opportunities to kick field goals. We decided not to, even though the analytics said maybe to do so. They had issues last week, and you think now, tonight, still got to have that mentality of putting touchdowns on the board down here.
You look for the tight end Ertz, and he hasn't caught a pass.
Yeah, hadn't been there.
3rd and 7. That's first down.
If they give him forward progress, he's about 1.5 yards short of the first, and the Cardinals are going to go for it. I was sitting here thinking
If it's 4th and 1,
they would call a play here to set up to go for it on the 4th down.
Yeah, they need touchdowns. This is an area that's a major problem the last 4 games.
It's a tough call, but I see why they might want to push the issue here.
We'll call the coverage. According to our next gen stats powered by AWS, chance of converting a run at 26%, passing 36%. Meanwhile, a timeout will be taken. That timeout taken by the Saints. What you think, man? What's your call here? Call the play. What do you think?
Well, you obviously got to give Murray the chance to run or throw based on their look. I mean, he's a tailback to me on this possession, on this play. And if they give you the numbers, run him.
They were the real numbers now. We gave you fake numbers. Now here are the real numbers. Run 69%.
4th and a long one. They could take the field goal, cut it to 5.
Whatever, we'll find out. Here we go. 4th and 1.
That is every bit of a yard.
It's a long one.
There we go.
Back, take it to him.
Little play action. Murray's going to take it to the 2, 1st down.
Reaches out,
1st down.
needed 1.5 yards or so, and got
I like the play call.
1st and goal.
He also picked up a great block by Humphrey.
And, yeah, the block was key there.
Gets out in front. Just talked about use him as a tailback here. Enough of the defenders on this formation are inside, so instead of trying to fight between the tackles, get him out on the perimeter. Good block right there by Humphreys, and just to be sure, he gets the ball in the right hand to get it across the line.
1st and goal. They've been here before.
Yeah. The Falcons passed their red zone curse to the Cardinals and their choking curse to the Ravens this year.
The timeout is taken here.
Because we were always the team that sucked shit in the red zone
So 2:32.
and blew the leads. But now it's the Cardinals and the Ravens. We're free, ladies and gentlemen.
And Murray barking his way over the sideline.
Murray had a lot of that energy last week
He did.
against Seattle, where he'd be frustrated. You could see it right there.
Damn, Kyler Murray not having it.
Build-up of a number of weeks, this offense has been struggling.
Look, they don't score an offensive touchdown last week.
D-Hop calming him down.
Calm him down.
So Murray's pissed at Cliff about something, and D-Hop's trying to calm his ass down.
Stuff happens, as we know.
A little testy around here in Arizona these days.
Rams the other day. And the next thing you know, he's on a plane coming to Arizona and joining the Cardinals.
Robbie Anderson now on the team that stomped his old team's ass a couple weeks ago.
First and goal.
Got Hopkins hit the bottom, one-on-one. Safety in the middle.
They're at the 2. Hopkins comes in as a blocker. Touchdown! There you go. They finished a drive.
Ingram.
3 touchdowns in this game, and it's Thursday night. How is this possible?
13 plays, 75 yards. Go.
Get behind the Cody Ford. You just heard Kaylee talk about how he has come in for Garcia. Good job here. Watch him take Pete Warner right there. Push him to the inside. Humphreys, another good block. And it opens it up nicely for Ingram, who has power to run through those arm tackles.
Well, they're going to go for 2.
They're going to go for 2. They're going to go ahead and tie it up now.
You go with your gut. And this is what Kingsbury's doing right now.
Well, they were money on the 4th down. They were money in short yardage to get it in the end zone. They're going to try it again.
Murray.
Yeah.
It might have been tipped, but a flag.
Oh, flag. I was starting to wonder. The ball might have been tipped, though.
Was it tipped?
Now, this is going to be a tough call.
Tuttle got his hand on the ball.
Prior to the pass, holding. Defense, number 19. Half the distance to the goal.
Well, they call holding.
That's on Harris.
It's a tough ask for Harris to be out there by himself. He's talking about the tip, but the call was before the ball was thrown.
Exactly. Terry, just briefly, that's the call, right?
Actually, defensive holding, the tip doesn't matter. It's still a foul.
Exactly.
They will get another attempt from the 1.
Now you got Corey Clement in the game, the former Eagle. Now you got Murray for the first time.
Bootleg. It's a bootleg. Nope, they're going to straight up run it.
Hand the ball off.
Ah!
Trying to get him in the end zone.
I think he got it.
And they're going to say that
I
Benjamin
think he got it. They give it to him for now to tie the game at 14.
And Benjamin for the
Wow.
moment is in there to tie the game. At 14, 2:28 to go. In the half.
Right there on the goal line. That ref had a good. Shout out to the Grand Theft Auto 4 soundtrack coming through there. Well, looky. Yeah, we do have a game. Pretty good one. A lot of big moments there. You feel like the Cardinals are about to just collapse at any moment, but they're making the plays and staying in the game. They're reviewing the 2-point conversion. It's close. The Saints mostly have their shit together, but the Cardinals are like, they could explode any time now for good or bad. It's the sparkly helmets. I think we both have an interest in this game. If you look at those division standings.
Call on the field is the 2-point try is good. It was close. There's Benjamin.
Still in review. I don't know.
The ball, but coming in right there was Roach.
Just hits his
Malcolm
leg.
Roach.
Hits his leg right.
Boy, that's close.
That is as close as it gets.
Terry, what you think?
Old Jerome Boger's stupid ass is not having an easy night tonight.
That he loses control before the ball breaks the plane. It's not clear and obvious. It's incredibly tight. This one should stand.
And it's one of those balls on the field.
After review, the one I feel stands. 2.5 is good.
Okay.
And I'm fucking stupid and I'm Jerome Boger. Am I ready? I suppose I'm ready.
14,
Are you ready?
14 coming up, Mercedes-Benz halftime show.
Gotham Knights is getting shit on right now,
Hill,
but we'll decide for ourselves. I know the game has a lot of flaws, but it should be a good time. My expectations were never that high to begin with, so I'm going to be very forgiving about it.
Crazy animals.
We'll see.
Coming up at halftime. Stay tuned.
There they are.
That's what they tell me anyway.
Getting all situated. Look at Sherm. Messing around.
Oh, man.
14-14, hell of a game.
All right, Andy Dalton.
What time am I going to hop on? Probably right at midnight. As soon as the game becomes available, I'm going to start it and then play the first little bit, and then we'll join up at some
All right,
point.
to the 25 they come. Terry, come on in.
You got to join my game, though.
On this play, there was one other aspect. We have an illegal low block by number 23.
Ah, the Cardinals got away with an illegal low block on the two-pointer. Oh, yeah. How did I not see that? That was right in front of me. He went low on Demario Davis and didn't get a foul. So Jerome Boger can't see that, but he can flag Grady Jarrett for sacking Tom Brady clean as a whistle. Okay.
The former Philadelphia Eagle gets away with one.
I see how it is.
Begin this drive.
Kamara bounces to the outside, cuts back in, carries a defender, gain of 10.
Close to picking up a first down.
It's up to them if they want to rush a play in before the 2-minute warning.
Is having a night for this offense up front.
Andreas, which one is your gamer tag again? I know I have you added, but which one's your PlayStation name? I forget.
This year, it just seems that he's gone to a whole different level, becoming one of the anchors up front along with Eric McCoy.
2-minute warning. Folks, it's Thursday Night Football. We have not had one punt. None.
No punts in a Thursday night football game. Christmas came early. Jason Todd, 54. I think I've got you added. Maybe not. Because I don't remember seeing that name on my PlayStation. But I'll add you one way or another. There you go. Okay, I see. You started a party with it. All right. I'll keep that in mind for later. Like I said, I'll play the first. We can start the game by ourselves, and when it gets to a certain point, you know how the game is. There's going to be a first level. There's going to be tutorial shit, and then we'll sort out getting together. Yeah, I just got the notification on my phone. Should be a fun one. Flaws and all, it looks like a pretty fun game. I have not been spoiled on the story. I mean, I don't really care if I do get spoiled because, I mean, okay, I'm not actively looking to get spoiled, but if I get spoiled, I'm not going to get upset because I know how the internet works. But I have an idea of how I think it's going to go, and I'd be shocked if I was wrong. You're watching Black Adam right now? Damn, I did come out tonight. Well, I hope it's good. This football game's been pretty good so far, I'm happy to say. And to think, I was thinking about skipping this one and trying to sleep through it, but I was still awake and the game was about to start, so I was like, oh, fuck. Gotta play it. Gotta watch it, I mean, excuse me. Ravens Bucks next Thursday. Don't look for me next Thursday. I won't have my computer with me, like I said earlier.
Brady. Perhaps you've heard of them. Kickoff at 8:15 Eastern Time. Pre-game show starts at 7. Baltimore and Tampa Bay. Off we go.
Can't wait for that one.
So a good first 28 minutes tonight. 28 points. As we come back at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Saints.
No Taysom Hill on the field, so this shouldn't be that big of a play, right? Oh, it's intercepted off a tip, and this one's going all the way.
All the way inside the 10.
Touchdown, Arizona.
There's Marco.
Woo! God, Dalton, stop throwing the ball to Callaway. Bad things keep happening when you throw the ball to Callaway. Cardinals take a lead on a pick 6.
First interception of Marco Wilson's 2-year career. 38 yards on the run back, and the Cardinals have the lead.
Wilson is at the right spot off of a tip ball that goes right through the hands of Callaway. Andy Dalton threw one pick where he was late and took a chance, and this one on an accurate throw on an underneath crossing route.
Blankenship, who's made 2 field goals.
20, misses the extra point, thus rendering the 2-point conversion pointless.
He got man-to-man
So it's 20 to
coverage
14 Arizona.
on his Vance Joseph defense. Look at the separation by Callaway. It's a great route against Wilson. Has his eyes in. Reacts
Just
little
a
bit
tip
late.
here.
He's got it
Oh,
made. He's got some
hit him in the
yards.
face mask.
Doesn't get a yard. Just goes through his hands up into the air. And Wilson trailing on it's able to come up with that pick. A heck of a flip there into the end zone. Bragged about Dalton.
Got to bring it in, Callaway. Bring it in.
Last 3 games, not throwing the interceptions, not turning it over. Only 1 in these last 3 weeks, and 2 here in this first half against the Cardinals.
And both have been huge. One.
What a camera shot of Dalton looking disappointed as the defender dives into the end zone behind him.
So each guy with that interception, Hamilton earlier, Wilson now, first of their careers. Wilson, of course, only in his 2nd year, but for Hamilton, crazy, 7 years. And there is the turnover differential. They've given the ball away 15 times. They have only 6 takeaways, so the differential is -9, which is the worst in the league.
And the Saints will try again.
You know, these 2 teams, it's the way the league is this year. So many close games. You're 2-4. You could be 4-2, but every game just seems to be a 1-possession game. And
Yeah.
Even the shitty Thursday night games.
And when you throw up a graphic that says you're last in the league in turnover margin, you're talking about every possession matters. They played good football this half, and they're down 6 at least for now. See what they can do with this last possession. But that's how you lose games.
Good game tonight.
25-yard line, Dalton.
Throws it short to Callaway, who holds on to it this time.
So the guy who just coughed up the last pass, they go right back to number 1, and he picks up 7. 2nd and 3.
Love to see a quarterback do that, showing his guy he believes in him, able to put that play now behind him and keep moving.
Saints have
Dalton on the run himself. Lot of green grass. Slides across the 45.
Good things happening as it does right there, as Andy picks up 14 to 47.
Yeah, he is an athletic guy, but he is, up in years, 12th year, but shows that when he sees it, he'll take off and go.
Can't believe Dalton's in his 12th season in the NFL. Oh, boy. I thought that was going right to a Cardinals defender again. He's lucky it was tipped at the line, I think. It looked like it was going right to a defender.
J.J. Watt trying to get any advantage he can to get pressure. Very close that time to lining up off sides.
Well, J.J. Watt might have been lined up off sides. But he's like the Tom Brady of defensive players. He can get away with it.
Their best threat downfield with Thomas still out of this lineup.
Dalton to the outside.
Whoa, Callaway. I think he bobbled it.
The Cardinals say no. The officials check with
Now
each
there's a
other and
conference
say-
about it. I'm going to say incomplete. The referees say incomplete.
He ends up catching it, but he's bobbling it as he goes out of bounds. He gets sandwiched between the two defenders. Hamilton on the inside.
Can't see shit from.
Thompson
What a
from
stupid
behind.
angle.
You see the ball never secured as he goes out of bounds. A heck of an effort to try to hold on to it, but a better job by Jalen Thompson to knock it loose.
Got it right. Back to the 47. 3rd and 10. Callaway's had quite a sequence over the last minute or so.
Callaway's been in the
3rd and
headlines tonight for all the wrong reasons.
10. Dalton steps up.
And it's intercepted again. Just a terrible decision by Dalton. Isaiah Simmons, he's going to run it back all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. How? Another pick six.
Cameron Thomas put in the heat on. They may put him outside the 5. There's an official standing back there.
I think he was in.
We're going to gather and talk about it, but for the moment, there's a lot of celebrating going on. Simmons taking it all the way with 46 seconds. That'll go as a 56-yard interception return. Dalton has now thrown 3 picks tonight.
That one was all on him. There was the play before that got batted up at the line of scrimmage. Looked like it was going to be 1-2.
Simmons, their first pick out of Clemson.
Cardinals are going to go for 2 again. Try to get that extra point back that Blankenship's useless ass missed. Saints cannot win this game doing this. The Cardinals are moving the ball well enough to keep getting points all night. Ooh, a tight window throw to Ertz for the 2. And it's to 28-14 now. The Cardinals can kick field goals the rest of the night and coast to victory. With that many turnovers and points off of turnovers.
Andy Dalton trying to get the ball to Olave right here. Watch the pressure that comes from the left
Oh, it
side.
warms my heart to watch the Saints lose. Even though I don't hate these Saints as much as I used to hate the Saints. Oh, Lord Almighty.
He just doesn't see Isaiah Simmons, who's just reading his eyes, sitting back in coverage. Now, he gets hit. Maybe he would have been able to get it over top of Isaiah Simmons. But that's a combination by the rookie Thomas getting in, and then Isaiah Simmons cleaning it up and showing you what he can do with the ball in his hands after he comes up with that interception.
A high-scoring affair.
Come out with a 2-point play, and I think he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the ball. And how about the location?
And Ertz is a freak. And that was an unbelievable throw by Collar.
Zach Ertz, low and away from that defender where Ertz can make the play in the 2 points.
And Arizona's going to get the ball to start the second half.
Saints will have 2 timeouts in 46 seconds. What do you want to do here? Saeed's going to run it from way deep in the end zone. Way deep. Falls. Short of the 20.
The run last week, the catch tonight, got done in, flag is thrown on top of it all.
The Saints will probably just take a knee and go to the half here if this penalty's on them.
There's a couple players going at each other near the Saints sideline. Looked like Dwayne Washington from the Saints. It's hard to read these Cardinals numbers.
Taking a shot at their uniforms. It's on the Saints. You got to take a knee and go to the half from this field position, brother.
It's frustrating, especially when the play is over. You can see receiver, the return man is done, and then after the whistle, that push right there. Then he grabs the face mask as well. I mean, you go from a 14-14 game and a couple interceptions, and look at this.
Well, initially you want to at least try to get into field goal range, but now
Yep, they're going to take a knee.
Inside the 10, and they're just going to say the heck with it. We'll go to the locker room.
28-14 at the half.
Another interception.
Yeah, the crowd was hungry for another turnover. That field position, you might as well just take the L. Jameis Winston's like 3 interceptions, 2 pick sixes. Shit, I could have done that.
By the Arizona Cardinals. Cards get the ball to start the third quarter. Halftime.
Well, the Saints were leading at the end of the first half until Andy Dalton threw 2 pick sixes in the last 5 minutes of the first half. So now the Cardinals are up 28-14 because they ran the ball back twice. You don't see that often. Let me run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. What was that? More points than the last 2 Thursday night games combined? Hell. 12 plus 9 is 21. Yeah, the Cardinals have almost scored more than the last 2 Thursday night games combined. I'll be right back again. I'm thirsty.
Well, welcome to the Mercedes-Benz halftime show. We wanted to see touchdowns. We got 5 of them in the first half. Andy Dalton with 2 for the Saints through the air, and unfortunately, Andy Dalton with 2 for the Cardinals through the air as well. Arizona also had 1 on the ground. 28-14 at halftime. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Carissa Thompson, alongside Richard Sherman, Andrew Whitworth, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and Tony Gonzalez. We got touchdowns, guys.
Wow, finally.
Hey now. All right, so Andy Dalton. We talked about it in pregame.
Pick sixes still count, motherfucker.
He's anything but safe in the meltdown that we just saw. The Arizona Cardinals only had 2 interceptions headed into tonight's game. They've got 3 tonight. What's going on with him?
Well, you look at it really on the very first one. You know, he comes into the game, he hits a deep ball down the field for a touchdown, and then they get back down there. He's just a little late with the throw. Down there in the red zone, it's tight windows, tight coverage. He just hesitates for one. Just a hitch too long. Get that ball out and maybe put it in a place where these guys can get it. And then this one, his receiver just leaves him out to dry, hits him right in the wrong place, right in the face.
Chilling on the bed during the halftime. Getting out of this damn chair.
This one here, it's some kind of fire zone known from the other side. It's a single high defense. This linebacker sitting in the middle of the field, he just doesn't see him. That's just a bad pass right there. Bad. It's just, you got to see him. You got to understand. He had another one just a second ago before that play where he gets caught in a trap look.
holds onto it and throws it into the ground because it was going to be a pick as well. I think the first one happens, you start trying to push it down the field.
And when the defense gets a turnover, you smell blood in the water. Yep. You get in rhythm. Then a second turnover, you get a touchdown. Then you're like, oh my God, this is one of those days, and you just feel it in the air. But I put those on Callaway. Callaway, he hits you in the hands, and you drop it and it leads to a turnover. That's on the receiver. The next drive, he hits Callaway on the sideline.
Hold on to the ball.
If he brings that one in and stays in bounds, then that's a big play. But we talked about it earlier. If you're going to turn the ball over, you let Jameis play. You let Jameis because
I already said that, Sherm. And Sherm was making the damn Call of Duty joke repeatedly about Kyler Murray in the pregame.
Right in the first half. In his previous 3 starts, he'd only had 1 interception. Now to the Arizona Cardinals side of the ball, of course, the much-anticipated return of D-Hop. He's got 5 targets and only 37 yards. What else do you want to see from him in the second half?
Well, they're working him into the game. We saw early, they got him the quick throw and the catch just to get it going, just to get the ball in his hands. They wanted to do that, just to scheme. But then we've had some other plays where the red zone targets haven't happened. And in particular, the play where this is the one where he signals to the other side to Rondale Moore and says, hey, run a fade route. That ball's got to go to D-Hop. I love that they're talking it out, but D-Hop reminds him, hey, I'm one of the best receivers in the league. I need my touches. Kyler comes back to him, but I want to see him target him a few more times in the red zone because D-Hop is special down there, and I think he needs a friendly reminder from his quarterback.
And absolutely, and that's what it takes, okay? Remember, it's the first game back, so the rhythm and the timing and the chemistry, it's not quite there yet. But as you keep going throughout the game, let's just keep talking, keep tweaking it, and keep throwing.
And I'm excited to have a new video game to play tonight. Wish I didn't have to work tomorrow, but fuck it, I'm staying up to play anyway. Because I'm reckless. And I'm going to try to pretend I'm a teenager again when I can actually physically get away with staying up like this.
And that fires guys up on the sideline as well. You know what that shows me? It shows me he cares. He cares about football, he cares about winning, and he knows how much this moment, this game means for this football team.
And also, too, the reason he's yelling, you can read the words. We can't say it on TV, folks, but he said, calm down. And basically that tells me that Cliff Kingsbury on the other side, he's getting fired up, too. He's getting antsy. He's saying, let's go. All our jobs are on the line. We want to win this football game. They can turn the season out. If they win this game, like you said, they're right back in this division.
Right back in it.
Passion and emotion you want to see.
Absolutely. It's time now for Electric Moments presented by Mercedes-Benz. This didn't take long for a touchdown. 4th play from scrimmage. Andy Dalton sees a wide open middle of the field, unleashes it deep. The ball travels over 52 yards, lands right in the hands of Rashid.
That was an absolute dive. That was like a handoff. That was unreal.
How about Shaheed? 2 offensive touches in the NFL and 2 touchdowns.
All he does is score.
Exactly. All right, we are very excited to announce that next season, Prime Video will be the home of the first ever NFL Black Friday game on November 24th. So start making your plans now to spend Black Friday with us next year. You guys bring the leftovers, we'll bring the football, and also...
Oh, yeah, there's going to be an NFL game on Black Friday. So next year, you'll get your 3 Thanksgiving games and your Black Friday game. Wow. Thanksgiving week is just the best week of the year. I think that's my favorite holiday. Because I don't get shit for Christmas anymore. But I get to watch a lot of football and eat like a pig on Thanksgiving. Halloween's awesome, of course. And still awesome because I get to do it on the Kiss Cruise every year. Still don't have a Halloween costume. I don't know if I'm going to get one or not. Need to think about asking one of my friends, hey, you want to go to like Party City or one of these like really crazy Halloween stores and see what we can find, because might be my last cruise, most likely will be. Might as well go all out and have some fun. trying to ride my manic depression to being on an upswing at midnight tonight for when that game comes out so I can stay up and play it.
Break for everybody in the room. Good morning, baby.
Man, Marshawn Lynch is such a cool dude. I'd love to meet him. I don't care about meeting famous people, but I'd love to meet Marshawn Lynch.
Thank you for letting me know who that. Who is that, though? Who that say they gonna beat them Saints?
Everybody gonna beat them Saints. You just wait till they come to Atlanta, you fucking douchebags.
Bro, let's hear it. Whoa, you can't just, see, look. You can't, this precious right here. This is precious. You said you play wide receiver. Well, you ain't about to run it up right now. I mean, you don't guard me right there. You guard me right there.
Marshawn Lynch was walking around New Orleans in a Seahawks jersey with a sign that says, "Sorry about the Beastquake run."
Take those flip-flops off. Can't run in flip-flops.
Oh, that was one of my favorite games I ever watched. The Saints and Seahawks in the playoffs in January of 2011.
I'm just excited we're
Ah, the innocence of youth. We were out of school for like fucking, I shit you not. We were out of school for like 3 weeks. Because we had a blizzard. It just fucking snowed like a motherfucker. And then it kept icing over before it could ever melt. And then it would like rain or snow some more and then ice over some more. And we were out of school for a while. That's what I remember about the playoffs that year.
It's amazing what 2 defensive touchdowns will make the offensive performance look like as well.
Maybe Jameis Winston, too.
Don't forget, Tony, I need you to listen up. This is very important. Coming up in the 3rd quarter, you'll get the first look.
Taylor Swift?
Newest project.
What?
The album drops at midnight, but the trailer drops in
Taylor Swift, hit me up.
Cardinals
You can break up with me and write a song about me.
28 seconds.
Please.
28-14 lead.
I always wanted to have a shitty song written about me. Taylor Swift, holla at me. Holler at your boy, Taylor Swift. Tadolf Switler. Old Tadolf Switler. A whole other half. Come on, Saints. You got to get back in it and keep it entertaining at least. We wanted to see points. We don't want to see an ass whooping.
Back to Glendale we come. As Cosell might have said years ago, a plethora of points. 28-14. Shaheed, 3rd player in the Super Bowl era with a rush and a receiving TD of 40 more yards. First 2 games. Billy Sims did it. Kareem Hunt did it. Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton not having a good night. There is nothing more spectacular in football than the pick 6 there, sir. Thank you, Andy Dalton.
And the Cardinals tonight with a 28-point first half. So Dennis Allen in his first year, Cliff Kingsbury in his 4th season, and a big turnaround in this game, which was the 1 point 14-6 New Orleans.
Thought we were going to get a kickoff return there for a second.
25 moments ago, Kaylee was down on the field with Saints coach Dennis Allen.
Well, Dennis, what do you got to do? Not turn the ball over.
Interceptions by Andy Dalton. What was your message to him at halftime?
Nothing, just keep doing what he's doing. You know, one was an unfortunate play on a tip ball that should have been caught. The other one, you know, down in the red area, we got to avoid that one. And then obviously there at the end of the first.
Got to avoid them all, Dennis.
Killer. I think the game kind of changed there in that 2 minutes.
So what are your priorities for your team in the second half?
Compete, come out here and fight. And that's what we're going to do.
I like Dennis Allen. I hate the Saints, but I like Dennis Allen. Woohoo! D-Hop just saved Kyler Murray from a pick. Reached out there and snatched that shit out of the air like the jaws of life.
Has 5 catches for 42 yards.
You know, coaches often talk about
Cardinals can just about put the game away with a touchdown here. I mean, a long way to go. Every other lead seems to get blown in this league lately, especially if you're a bird team. Hello, Ravens.
Coach talking there with Kaylee the last 2
It'd be asking a lot for the Saints to come back from down 21.
They get Kyler Murray in this offense off the field here on this possession.
Yeah, biggest possession of the game, and we're in the first minute of the third quarter. No, a little behind. Well, actually, not just a little, way behind D-Hop.
The Cardinals in 6 games had run only
I like that they're trying to get him the ball a lot.
long with the lead, and these are the first 2 plays they've run with the lead here because they took the lead and then they got the pick.
Yeah.
So here they are.
Here they're trying to figure this out. You know, we're not used to this. Second halves, they've been trying to get back into games. Interesting to see a team that loves tempo. They believe tonight they can wear the Saints down up front. How do you work with a 14-point lead?
He played quarterback that short, though. Look at him. He's so little. Somebody would tune into this game, think they're watching Pee-wee. Oh, right through the arms. 3 and out. Like I said, Cardinals not used to having a lead, so they go 3 and out on the first possession.
You see Hopkins there motioning back to Murray, but maybe couldn't see the ball. If you're just tuning in, the Saints are down in their 4th and 5th defensive backs, and that ball, I think that's what he was mentioning. He couldn't see the football. It's very unlike Hopkins, even though he's back for his first game, to drop that ball.
Yeah, I should have been caught.
When your quarterback is 5'10", maybe you don't see the ball.
That's true.
Anyway, first punt of the night. Andy Lee, the 40-year-old punter. 3rd oldest player in the league right now.
Not the best punt.
Very good boot.
Takes a heck of a bounce and then starts to roll back. So the Saints are going to get it at the 37.
So 1 minute into the quarter, J.J. Watt. Here he is. He's 12th season.
He's been active tonight against the run and the pass, and we all know his career, but I just love to see him work. He's 6'5", 288, 12th year. There he is as a pass rusher, and there he is blowing up a play, being able to shoot through there and use his strength and his quickness. Trained so hard.
Hey, cutie.
He and his brothers train like, maybe the most diligent.
Screen. Traquan Smith. Gain of 8.
And JJ's worked with all of the injuries in recent years. Had the scare with his heart. I mean, shot back into rhythm, and then played 3 or 4 days later against Carolina earlier this year.
Yeah, and it's just at a different place, in his life. At this stage of his career, more of a mentor and a leader, but still very effective as a player. But that was quite a scare, and I think gave him a lot of perspective about this stage, not only in football but in life.
And his wife expects.
Taysom Hill in the game. Keep an eye on him. Dalton's under center.
Mark Ingram is the running back here. 2nd and 1.
Ingram might have got the first down. He's right there.
Al, J.J. Watt has fought through so many of his injuries through those 12 years in the league, but he told us nothing scared him more than when an irregular heartbeat was detected in September. He was diagnosed with atrial fibrillation on a Wednesday and was put under anesthesia that Thursday to have his heart shot back into rhythm, like you said. The next day, he was back on the practice field and played in their win against Carolina that Sunday.
And not only that, but he thought about the fact that his wife was pregnant. He's going to have his first child.
Yeah. He's actually very emotional about it.
So now you've got Hill.
They say inches.
He's ready to take the
Hill's in the shotgun. It's going to be a run up the middle. Run up the middle.
Hill. He's going to take
And an easy first down. They were within a quarter of a yard.
Baker comes up to stop him, but they're into Andy Lee 31-yard punt, helping set them up with decent field position and then trying to get back into the game.
Pete Carmichael doing exactly what he should do. You know, they had a rhythm. They were doing well with everything until the 2 pick sixes, and they go right back to their game plan, trying to control the front, set up their play action pass game.
It's Hill motioning, sets up behind Dalton.
Look out!
Gets hit as he throws, and that time
They say
Buda
incomplete.
Baker-
I'll agree. Buda Baker on a
Baker
safety
makes the
blitz.
last tackle, then he comes in and knocks the ball out of his hand, and it's second down and 10.
Nick Vanette, the tight end, tried to slow him down right here.
Did a terrible job. He tried to slow him down. Really didn't do a good job.
Actually dip under.
Kinda held him a little.
Potential block there by the tight end and gets in there.
Dalton very lucky to not get strip sacked.
That throw from Andy Dalton, that's a completion if he doesn't get in there and make that play.
Second and 10. Each team coming in with a mark of 2 and 4.
Taysom Hill throwing over the middle. Caught. Olave missed tackle. First and goal, Saints. They can't trust Andy Dalton to throw over the middle, so they let Taysom Hill do it.
With a concussion sustained in the Seattle game when he scored a touchdown. Big game for him tonight.
It's tough to be able to match up with Olave in the slot. Turns Murphy completely around. He has such respect for him to go downfield as a vertical threat. And the best thing is the ball's out quickly. Helps the offensive line, helps Andy Dalton get back, hitch, ball out, and great separation there by Olave.
41-yard gain, 4 catches, 81 yards for him. Got a fullback in.
Run it with Kamara, tackle for a loss. Not been much of a factor for a while now in this game.
Second down and goal. This is the kid making the stop on the play.
Apologize, I want to make sure I give Taysom Hill credit for that throw. I said Andy Dalton Hill has really been known for, we talked all first half, doing so many different things. One of the things he's not done a ton of this year.
Well, the Cardinals have no energy from their home crowd. Even with a 14-point lead, I don't feel any energy. It's not rocking like some stadiums.
Ingram is the back. He'll get it.
Hell, there's even more energy when the Rams play in their building. Of course, it's usually against them, but
Makes the stop. It's third and goal.
third and goal.
Red zone for the Saints last week against Cincinnati, 1 of 5. It's been a strength all year, one of the tops. In fact, going into last week, Pete Carmichael had the second best red zone offense. They were second. And then they go 1 of 5, and it cost them the game against the Bengals. Down 14, he needs a touchdown here.
Play clock down to 3. Dalton.
Oh, he was asking to throw another interception.
Traquan Smith.
Incomplete. Take the field goal. It's fourth and goal from what, the 6?
Having a great year. Breaking it up, 4th and goal.
Take the field goal. The longer he held that ball, the more sure I was it was going to be intercepted.
Ball gets to Smith, both of his hands around the football, and just not able to bring it down. Pretty tight defense there by Murphy, 7.
Asked Kingsbury yesterday, his best players. First guy he mentioned was Murphy. Lutz.
28-17 Arizona.
Turns into a 28-17 game with 9:44 left in the third on a starry night in Arizona.
You're playing a game in Arizona and you don't play Desert Plains by Judas Priest. I guess they're not poppy or sound like shit enough to be played on a modern NFL broadcast, so I guess that's why they don't play Judas Priest. still here. It's kind of fun pretending I don't have to work tomorrow, even though I know I do.
It's 3 world title fights between some of the greatest martial artists in the world, as 1 championship returns to Prime Video, 1 championship at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime Video. State Farm Stadium. Good thing about playing in this climate is you can open up the roof a lot. Some of the stadiums with retractable roofs, it's almost always closed. In fact, the roof was open for the last Super Bowl that was played here back in 2014 between Seattle and New England in February. Beautiful day and night. Likewise tonight to the end zone, into the 25-yard line. Kirk.
Let's go inside the game presented by Burger King. Let's talk about the Cardinals' offensive line. We knew the Saints would sit back and force him to be patient. So you've seen a lot of pullers up front. Garcia,
Cardinals still with a 2-score lead.
Tackle Humphreys has been doing a really good job. Yeah, they're averaging 6 yards a carry. That's what they had to do against the approach from the Saints defense. Concerned about giving the potential big play in the pass game. They knew they might have to be patient, run, and throw the ball underneath that coverage.
Start from the 25. On the ground here.
A run for a yard.
Benjamin, 2nd down and 9.
Showing that offensive line. That is not an area since Cliff Kingsbury has been here you would look at as a strength. And with the injuries up front, Hudson, the center, the leader, the alpha of this front offensive line, Pugh out, the left guard, his backup, Max Garcia out, Cody Ford in. Like so many teams around this league, it's been musical chairs up front. But tonight, so far, doing a pretty good job.
Billy Price in his first action of the season, the center. #1 pick of Cincinnati back in 18, playing with the Giants last year.
Oh, batted up. One of the disadvantages of playing quarterback at 5'2". Sorry, 5'10".
And get it over the top. It's 3rd down and 9.
And of course, that's the concern up front. Looked like 91 Street got his left hand on the ball to knock that away. Saints defense again gets the Cardinals to a 3rd down and try to get off the field.
Reset the play clock.
I think it's a false start. Or 3 guys jumped offside, but I'll say false start.
You just mentioned Billy Price. I think he had started to fall back before he snapped the ball and lost his
False
footing.
start. Offense, number 53. 5-yard penalty.
There's always a kibosh. You mentioned the guy's name. You're talking about a great job he's doing.
The kibosh, another great Al Michaels word.
He's been on since 20.
The kibosh.
2020 is with Cincinnati, goes to the Giants, ends up starting a bunch of games. Last year he's at Las Vegas, and now here in Arizona. He's on a practice squad just 2 weeks ago, and now he's starting.
That was the Cardinals' first penalty tonight. Saints have been flagged 5 times.
3rd and 14. Nobody open. Nobody open. Sack. Man, Kyler, come on now.
Back to the 11-yard line. Granderson and Jordan are both there. It's 4th down. 4th and 23.
Kyler kind of limping a little bit off after that one, but it's all on him. Just nobody. You got to get out of there and make a play. Look at their spine in with Tyrann Mathieu.
He got 7 in coverage. They took everything away downfield. And eventually Jordan in that front's able to get to Murray and push him way back.
Cards back to back, 3
My
outs.
God, a punt.
Andy Lee,
Another punt.
his last punt was 31 yards.
This punt looks a little longer.
A whole lot better.
But the Saints are still going to get the ball near midfield.
From there, Shaheed. Inching ever closer to midnight. So now a preview of Taylor Swift's latest.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Of her new album, Midnight.
Mute, but I will gladly watch this because between you and me, Taylor Swift's pretty hot. So don't want to hear shitty music though. Why are we getting this on a Thursday night football game? I don't know. Oh, what an exciting preview for Taylor Swift's new album. Wow. Fascinating. Once again, I ask, who gives a shit? I'm sure Al Michaels is thinking the same thing. Who gives a shit? Boy, this is a really long commercial for this stupid shit. Can we watch football now?
You have 4 sons. If you had a daughter, she'd be over the moon. I have a granddaughter who's completely over the moon right now.
Dialed in this week, probably waiting for that information.
Oh, yeah. Nobody more popular among the teenage girl group than Taylor Swift.
Big as it gets.
Fantastic performer, too.
Worldwide.
Oh, yeah.
And now we have a creepy pedophile cameraman zooming in on every kid he can find. I don't think they give a fuck about Taylor Swift. They're here to watch the Cardinals or the Saints. Good field position yet again. Just keep chipping away at it, getting points, and staying in the game. Cardinals will collapse on themselves. They're a bird team. That's what we do. Yee! They say incomplete. That was dangerously close to being a catch and fumble. And Olave took a hard hit to the back. It's getting exciting whenever Andy Dalton throws this shit up over the middle.
Coming right from the left. As soon as he holds on or gets a hold of that football, 20 with that shoulder separates him from the football. He knew it was coming, tried to brace for it, just unable to hold on.
Kamara for 2, third down.
Both conversion on 3rd down and 8 for the Saints.
That's Zach Allen, who these coaches are very high on. 4th year out of Boston College, up at the top. Watch him use his hands, extend, separate, and then get involved in trying to slow down Kamara before he can pick up some serious yards. His idol growing up was J.J. Watt, and now he plays alongside on that front.
Walter looks at the play clock.
Here we go.
To the 2. Deep down the left side and incomplete.
Nobody home. 4th down.
Wilson pressured put on in the backfield, 4th down and 7. Good work by the Arizona defense.
This game has grinded to a halt now.
Defense so hard. They walk up all these defenders and try to make you figure out as an offensive line who's going to come and who's going to drop. And because you're not on the same page, it affects the timing, it affects the protection, and it's a great job of dialing that up and dictating it by Joseph.
First punt of the night, Blake Gillikin, and that bounds out of bounds. And Arizona with a pair of 3 and outs to start the 3rd quarter, coming back out.
Word. We get a break from the chair again. Frequent breaks here with these commercials. Been sitting here debating on how much do I want to take to California with me next week. As little as possible, or the suitcase. The suitcase ain't that big, but it can hold more than the backpack that I usually take. I do not know. I simply cannot decide. Might just go with the back. I got to see what I can get in that backpack. Got to count how many days I'm going to be gone, how many clothes I need.
Michael Bidwell, and over the summer, he filled his team playing with nearly 250 students from the lowest income schools in the state and accompanied them on a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Washington, D.C. The 4-day trip was part of the Governor's Civics Matters Arizona program. Bidwell told me these students have the potential to be future leaders. He hopes that learning more about the process of government will inspire them to affect positive change now.
He's a very good man. The Bidwell family has owned the team for eons. They're still looking for that first championship.
Stop showing the kids. This NASCAR on Fox or something? Jeez.
Obviously before the Super Bowl era. From the 15-yard line.
Oh, man. Met in the backfield.
They came so close, Kirk, in the Super Bowl after the 2008 season against Pittsburgh. It's like, what was Arizona even doing in the game, right? They had that magical run in the playoffs. Larry Fitzgerald was fantastic. Kurt Warner, 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the game. They have the lead. And then Roethlisberger led the Steelers down. Holmes made the catch. And
you and I were talking about that game on the field before, just kind of reminiscing a little bit about some of their teams that they've had. You're right. They were right there. It ended up being one of the better Super Bowls we've had.
And James Harrison had that 100-yard return, which to me is maybe the greatest play in Super Bowl history.
Zach Ertz.
First down, up at the 26-yard line.
Big gain there.
Ertz, the
and the first down of the half for Arizona.
Heck of a throw by Kyler Murray. But Zach Ertz can still do it. Find the seams, find the opening, and the toughness to be able to hold on to that ball. Leads him in there. Ertz knows exactly what's coming with Demario Davis unloading. He does a great job of being able to protect himself because the ball got out early by Murray.
Damn it. Oh, in and out of the hands of Ertz. Warner, the defender.
Ertz could not hold it in second down and 10.
I thought, here he goes again. They're going to go right back to him. Different route, kind of a crosser. He's going to work across the field here. But, boy, Pete Werner, we talked about him earlier, how he could do so many different things. How about how he locates Ertz, anticipates that he's coming into his area, and then the ball's completed, and then it's not because he doesn't give up on the play. Has that left hand in there to be able to separate it.
5.5 left in the third.
Not sure which way this game is going.
Cards up by 11. Second and 10.
Well, I know one way that's going. The Cardinals are going backwards. False start.
False start. Offense, number 86.
False start.
5-yard penalty. Second down.
Well, Nuke Hopkins has come back tonight after the 6-game suspension. Early in the game, just not quite on the same page. That's in the red zone. They come over and they work things out. They talk about it. You can start to see by about the third possession, Hopkins starting to get into a rhythm with Kyler Murray. Even getting involved and making a nice block there on Tyrann Mathieu. So he's settling in here in his first game of the year.
Wide open. How does DeAndre Hopkins be left that wide open?
Hopkins holding on. And a first
Gain of
down.
17.
15 yards and got 17.
Knows exactly where he needs to go, and he's got Chris Harris, the veteran, on him, but is a backup at this stage of his career, but forced in to start. It gives him a huge cushion, and it makes it very easy that time for Hopkins to come off of that route, cross the first down marker, and an easy throw there for Kyler Murray.
Six grabs for him, averaging 10 yards per reception.
End around.
From the outside.
It's about a yard and a half.
Receiver at 5'7". Meanwhile, Hopkins, through 26 games with the Cardinals, most catches in team history through 26. Yards second, TDs third. Most All-Pro first-team selections. You got Brown with 4 since 2000. Calvin Johnson with 3. Hopkins with 3. And right now a timeout on the field because Contavious Street is down there, the safe defensive lineman.
Incredible how consistent Hopkins has been in his career. First with the Texans, and then coming over here in 2020, and just his fit in very nicely with Kyler Murray and Cliff Kingsbury in this offense.
And that was a stunning trade when it was made.
Yeah.
I mean, Texan fans are going, what? Kaylee, a little more on Hopkins?
Yeah, Al, I spoke with the performance coach that Hopkins worked with during his 6-week suspension, and Nick Hill told me Hopkins was at the training facility every day at 7 a.m. He was simulating each game week along with the Cardinals' schedule. They used Hopkins' data from last season to guide his workouts so they could work to match his acceleration, his top speed, and even how many times he would make cuts in a practice or game. And Hill assured me Hopkins right now is as strong as he has ever been.
Yeah, we've watched him for years, especially in the years with Houston. He makes unbelievable catches. The catch radius is tremendous and breaks so many tacklers. Second down and 9. Murray pressured.
Oh.
Moves it to the outside.
Missed tackles. Makes it a 3rd and 4. You rack discipline. Come on, Saints. I'm kidding. Fuck the Saints.
One of the things that Dennis Allen wanted to do was make sure that they did a good job on obvious passing situations of trying to squeeze the pocket from the outside and then spying him with a linebacker. This time it's Davis. Nowhere for Murray to run and escape to try to pick up a first down. Make him just check it down. Get the ball out of his hands because of how quick he can be.
3.5 left in the third.
3rd down. Swing pass to the flat. And a big gain for a first.
Benjamin makes the grab. Forced out by Marcus May, and they convert.
Finally, a drive in this third quarter.
You wonder if Demario Davis maybe should be over here and follow the back to the outside, because you'll see the coverage on the right, they clear out. They're playing man-to-man. Well, somebody has to account for the back slipping out of the backfield. Davis there, instead of being worried about what's going on with Kyler Murray, he could have locked up Benjamin. Would have been a much better opportunity for the Saints to get off the field there on third down.
From the 38.
D-Hop gaining 9.
But hauled in there by DeAndre Hopkins. In a healthy dose tonight. They've targeted him 10 times. He's scored 7.
I'd have probably tried to get him in fantasy, seeing how the Saints are completely depleted in the secondary, and it's definitely showing.
Going fast right now on 2nd and 1. Fake the toss.
D-Hop again
Justin
to the 12.
turns to the outside. Covered by the rookie Taylor. And they're just outside the 10.
There's the timing. Back shoulder fade. This is all about timing. He's going up against the rookie Taylor. Ball's in the air now. Comes back. Sees it in the air. Just the feel there. That's throwing in hours and hours over the years. So even though he hadn't been on the field, over the years, that's where your rhythm can really start to work out for you. And this is an offense that's been searching for rhythm and consistency. It's amazing when you bring back your best receiver, how that can help things out.
Even if the sign misses a K. 1st and 10. To the outside.
Uh-oh.
Turn the corner and get into the end zone.
Ooh, I think he's touchdown. I was said down inside the 1. They gave him the touchdown. All right, well, 17-point lead. 18 with an extra point. He's down at the 1. I was right. That's why I didn't even react. I'm like, he's down at the 1. They go, oh, touchdown. 1st and goal at the 1.
One rushing touchdown tonight because this one will come back.
But I tell you, again, they don't have James Conner. They don't have Darrell Williams. Benjamin and Ingram together, pretty effective and a different feel in this running style.
Bro, you know that ain't a touchdown. Quit waving your hands.
After review, the ball carrier was stopped short of the goal line.
Good.
The ball carrier was stopped short of the goal line. I'm Jerome Boger. Fuck Jerome Boger. Bro, how can you sit there and keep saying that's a touchdown when it's obviously not? We're not blind and we're not dumb.
Will they give Ingram the ball again to get him in officially? We'll see.
That left side's been opening up some nice holes with Cody Ford and DJ Humphries.
1st and goal at the 1. Goal line stand or it's over, Saints. You're not coming back from this. Low snap. Yee! Tackled back at the 5. Woo! Okay, here's an opportunity to try to keep this a decent game.
And he had a big defensive lineman, Shy Tuttle, right over top of him. And that affects
The fuck is up with that snap?
It's actually, especially for a baseball player like Murray, he could have handled that. Almost looked like it surprised him, the timing of it, as much as it being low.
So Ingram, who was into the end zone and overturned, got it again from the 1. And because of the snap, loses 4. Now Benjamin is back in as the runner. And we come down to a half minute to go. And Arizona's going to take a timeout.
Timeout, Arizona.
So that's the first of the second half. You have 32 seconds.
Got to keep from completely melting down here.
Just before the delay of game, Cliff Kingsbury trying to get that timeout. Remember, the red zone's been a problem, and they've done a better job tonight. But the last 4 games, it's been a head scratcher.
You're not supposed to go inside the 20-yard line, coach.
Saves 5 yards.
His best offense tonight has been the secondary.
No doubt about it. Anytime he can get on the edge, he's always a threat. You know, they put a lot of pressure on the defense.
Hopkins moving. 2nd and goal.
Oh, touchdown. What a throw. So much for having the chance to get him off the field. That's the dagger right there, boys and girls, I believe.
Cushion, which they take advantage of. He is back off, and it's just a quick throw here. Watch how quickly Murray sees
Unless the
it.
Cardinals want to do what bird teams tend to do.
The inside with a safety May, but that ball got out so quickly by Murray, thrown right where his receiver has a chance, but the cushion by Evans sets it up.
Where's it? 5'7", third-year man out of Wake Forest. Extra point.
18-point lead.
Earlier, Blankenship, this one.
35-17, going to the fourth.
Seconds to go in the third.
Does not look promising for the Saints. And all I have to say is, eat shit. Still got an hour and a half almost to kill. And this game has gotten out of hand. Slowly gotten out of hand. Saints had every opportunity to jump back in this thing. The Cardinals got off to a sluggish start in the second half. Couldn't move the ball, but they got it figured out. Gonna have a kickoff, touchback, commercial, one-play commercial, right?
Coming to Florida to take on Tom Brady and the Buccaneers Thursday Night Football. Pre-game at 7, game kicking off at 8:15. Cliff Kingsbury came out of Texas State. I'm sure Tom Brady's going to love this picture. So there's Tom, there's Kingsbury, and of course Bill Belichick. He was picked up by New England. Never played the regular season game with them. He was with New Orleans for a while, Denver, the Jets, Buffalo. Barely played, went to NFL Europe, played with Cologne, Montreal, and Winnipeg. He's been everywhere, man, everywhere.
He's been everywhere, and you know, even before he took this job as a coach, he bounced around. He was out at USC for what, a month? Maybe?
About a month, yep. I think he wound up on Sean McVay's staff for 20 minutes. Now here, Kaylee.
Well, Al, we've got some free advice for NFL teams if Cliff Kingsbury wants to plan 2 decades ahead. Sign him now. J.J. Watt's wife, Leah, and Zach Ertz's wife, Julie, have both played for the U.S. Women's National Soccer Team. I mean, athletic genes do not get any better than this. The Ertzes welcome their son, Madden, in August. And baby boy Watt, like you mentioned, Al, is due any day now. Zach is already giving J.J. dad advice. And the Ertz gifted the Watts a red 99 onesie.
The great thing down for JJ is that
Saints are down by 18. It's got to happen fast.
Don't play until a week from Sunday. Olave makes that catch, picking up about 7.
So now you put the Saints without their a lot of the top receivers, and kind of a 2-minute approach. Don't have Thomas or Landry. It means Olave and some of these backup receivers are going to have to win and win quickly.
Yeah, 2-minute approach with 15 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah.
One more second. to play here in the third.
Yep.
Third down and 3.
Gotta happen quick
Out of their comfort level.
to even remotely have a shot.
Drew Brees, they could obviously fight right back and give themselves a chance. And this offense, where they are at this stage of the season, they are still a run the football set up play action, especially with the injuries that they've sustained on the outside.
Changing it, play clock ticking down. Snap it at 1. Get it away, but it's
3 and out for the Saints. I think you got to go for it, though. Fourth quarter we go, 35-17. I almost think you got to go for it, man. Probably end this stream a little early. I don't see the Saints coming back from this, but we'll stick with it for a while. We're not going to cut out too early because God knows if I did, the Saints would wind up winning, and I don't want that. Fuck the Saints. So I'm going to stick around until I know it's done. I love that the 2 Saints games I've streamed this year have gone poorly for them.
great shot looking in through the open roof. Tonight's aerial coverage brought to you by State Farm. State Farm Stadium. They've hosted 2 Super Bowls here, and both were classics. And the next one is played here in February as well. So 4th down and 3 Al Michaels, along with Kirk Perstreet, Jalen Hartson.
Well, of all the times to go to Arizona, February would probably be the best time. So the Super Bowl being there makes a lot of sense. Nice hair, Jameis. Saints are going to punt here. And it's a damn good one. Holy hell. They pin the Cardinals at the 9. But it's got to be a quick 3 and out. Anything else?
About Andy Dalton only throwing 1 interception coming into tonight in his 3 starts, and you can see the probability of them winning this game. First pick early, they had a 7-3 lead. Here, 14-14, near the end of the first half, interception for 6. Marco Wilson, they get the ball back. His 3rd interception, this time by Isaiah Simmons to the house. In the blink of an eye, 22 points up on the board and a decisive Cardinals advantage.
And a decisive current chance of winning, in case you're wondering.
So you're saying?
I'm saying with an 18-point lead in the fourth quarter, yeah, it's about 98-2. Breaking news.
Oh!
Not one-handed by Hopkins, had to reach up and back.
That was almost a really good one-handed catch.
Popped there by Marcus May, second down and 10.
Yeah, the Saints are saying, we'll take a couple pick sixes, trying to affect that probability. Just looking over at the targets, and we anticipated Hopkins getting a lot of chances. If you add up all the other receivers and running backs and tight ends, he's almost, at this stage of the game, has as many as the rest combined. So Cliff Kingsbury definitely not easing Nuke Hopkins back into the lineup.
And even though Robbie Anderson, that just acquired one, has been in for a couple of plays, hasn't been targeted. Murray.
Ooh, Kyler Murray tripped up for a sack.
Man runs into a line of traffic and he flags.
But a flag is down. And they're pointing at the Saints. Holding defense. Number higher than I can count to. Because I'm Jerome Boga. And I'm fucking stupid. Got Chris Harris for holding.
Chris Harris.
So even when he's not getting targeted, he wins. Chris Harris is a veteran, but again, he's been on the practice squad with injuries. He's had to move up. Hopkins setting him up to be able to pull away from him, and Harris realized he was leaving him, so just grabs onto him. Interesting approach. We wondered, they've always been behind, and Cliff Kingsbury tonight, going up against Dennis Allen, has this lead, and they're still even backed up near their own goal line, still throwing the ball.
That's their DNA, or it has been. Benjamin, second down. Standings, talked about how tight it is in both divisions. So here it is right now. In the South, you got Tampa Bay and Atlanta at 3-3, Saints 2-4, and the Panthers are 1-5. Meanwhile, the 49ers and the Rams and the Seahawks.
I'd love to get to 4-3, but I don't see it happening Sunday. The Bengals are just a lot to handle.
Isn't it amazing how many teams in this league are either 2-4, 3-3, or 4-2?
And we all know we're just one roughing the passer foul away from getting shit on.
Worse, but everybody's kind of hovering right around 500.
Well, 12 of the 16 teams in the NFC are 500 or below at this point.
Yeah.
Second down and 9. Murray.
Moonball. Looking for Robbie Anderson, but not even close.
Just talking about Robbie has been for just a couple of plays covered there by Taylor. First time they target him, the former Jet and Panther, and it's third down.
And I think this is what Cliff Kingsbury envisions, especially with Marquise Brown down, is him getting downfield, take some of the pressure off of Nuke Hopkins. That's what he's known for. You see a little pull there at the end. That's what he was asking about, but that ball was past him. But he's 6'3", 190. His reputation is great ball skills, great deep threat, can stretch a defense. And eventually, I think when he gets more familiar with his system, that's what he'll become.
Third down 9.
Oh, no, look out. Collar, you can't go back to the end zone. Sacked. My God.
Take it down to the 10-yard line.
Thought he was about to take a safety, running backwards.
Well, Cam Jordan is right there. And then he hit the afterburners, that burst button, and just walks away from the potential sack in the end zone. Cam's all the way
How do you
to
go
the
back
top,
to your end
beats
zone
his
from here?
man and thinks he has a chance. Forget about it. But Murray still takes that sack.
Hilly was juking Demario Davis out of his shoes, but Davis died for his legs and got just enough of him to get him down.
And Murray is hobbling.
Second time tonight I've seen Murray hobbling.
He took a little shot there and limped his way over to the bench. And now Lee comes in to punt on fourth down.
I think all of that scrambling, the wear and tear that it puts on his body, where you just like to see him throw it away and save some of that energy.
Lee's boot. 40-yard line. Shaheed. To the 46-yard line. Saints with the ball. Old Town Scottsdale.
Got an agonizing fucking 13 minutes left in this game.
the Saints had a 15-season run.
Conley.
Drew Brees started all but 12 games of 240, and they used only 5 starting quarterbacks, third fewest in the league over that period of time. Meanwhile, since the start of last year, they've had 5 starting quarterbacks. That's the most in the National Football League. There is Dalton in the middle. Of course, you've got Hill and Drew Brees in retirement.
Drew, get out there and do something.
On tonight, I know his coach, Sean Payton, said he was somewhere in the building. And now the question becomes, what about the future? As Dalton goes back.
Well, the Saints have a short field here. And a first down.
Okay. So they bring Dalton in basically as the back.
4 down territory from here on out.
He can make a lot of things happen, good and bad. But what do you do in 10 days now if you're in New Orleans?
I think Andy Dalton, his decision-making is critical to the system and where they are within this offense. I think maybe Jameis's upside, his potential, you wonder when he's fully healthy, you give him that chance. But it's all about which quarterback is going to take care of the football. Dalton has been doing an incredible job of that until tonight with the 3 picks.
Wasn't helped a lot by his receivers either. That's Kamara making the catch.
And that may open the door. And you're right. Andy Dalton, like I said, he kind of has that veteran calming effect. He just seems to make everybody believe that he's going to put them in the right play.
Well, if you go to 2 and 5, though,
Blitz.
a lot of things to think about. And that's going to be a first down as Smith makes the catch there.
And remember, this offense is trying to figure things out without Michael Thomas, without Jarvis Landry, and Olave came back tonight.
So there it is this year. He's got 1 and 2 coming in. But Winston 17 points a game, Dalton 30 coming in. And the run-pass percentage, as you can see, 2-1 for Winston. Throwing it more on the ground, obviously, with Dalton. Dalton, little dart. That's taken to the 16-yard line by Kamara. So Saints trying to inch their way back into the game.
And see, with Kamara, he's a difference maker that right now the defense is scheming to take him out. If you have Thomas and Landry and Olave, it takes so much pressure off of him and how much more.
God, the Cardinals are just blitzing every play. Missed tackle, walks into the end zone. Stop blitzing. Touchdown Saints.
Exactly what the Saints need.
Stop fucking blitzing, man. It's 5 plays, 1:40. They're back in the game. They are back in the game, in my opinion. I don't see why you keep blitzing here. It was obvious. And Dalton kept going to the same place with the ball over and over. And then 1 missed tackle, and you got a touchdown.
To Johnson inaccurately, which allowed him to make that catch.
Game's not over.
And then he had room on that sideline. He turns the corner and picks up the touchdown.
Beats the rookie out of Cincinnati, J. Sanders, on that play. Now
Murray takes a dumb sack, gives him a short field, and then this.
And all of a sudden it's
35-24. Can we get a Rush tribute band on the cruise? That was mine, it's not for rent.
Kirk, I want you to keep in mind, it's almost Halloween. If you're looking for a few scares, all of your favorite horror movies are now streaming on Prime Video.
You know, I'm all about Prime Video, but I'm not a scary movie guy.
No, me neither, you know.
Never was that.
I like happy movies.
Me too.
Musicals, you know, the whole thing. It's okay.
Yeah.
But a lot of folks do like Halloween coming up.
Yeah.
Around the corner, dressed for the occasion. And all of a sudden we have a game. 11 points. 11-14 remaining in the fourth.
Saints have all three of their timeouts with 11 minutes to go.
Dortch.
And a capable defense that's a little short-handed in the secondary. Cardinals get a good return here.
The past few minutes brings that one back. Nice run back. Surprise, surprise, 2022 in the Philly Eagles. Only undefeated team. 6-0. We'll get them on Thursday night in 2 weeks. Quarterbacks 500 runs. Take a look at Brady Rogers, Stafford, Lamar Jackson, and Burrow. Meanwhile, of course, Bailey Zappi and Cooper Rush are 6-1 combined. You all knew that.
Everybody knew that in August.
Season.
Yep.
Start spreading the word. The Giants are 5-1. The Jets are 4-2. First time in 12 years. Each team with a winning mark through 6 games.
Man, Philly is fun to watch right now. Jalen Hurts playing. He's dialing up. Defense flying around. They believe.
Off this week. Get him 2 weeks down.
Quarterback, keeper.
Outside. He's taken down by the neck by Marcus Davenport.
So if you're the Saints, you're taking Murray's run threat. This is an offense that struggles to work clock, struggles to run the football with their backs. All hands on deck to stop the potential of Kyler Murray.
Cardinals are
in the QB
almost to
run game.
100 yards
Make them
rushing.
Move the ball some other way.
Three turnovers, the major difference in the game. 2nd and 6. Murray to the outside.
D-Hop was wide open.
DeAndre Hopkins. And then
Well, maybe
moves
they
to
just
6.
can't get back in this game.
Yeah, they're working with the lead and keeping their foot on the gas. This ball's in the air before Hopkins gets out of his break. And again, he's just playing his first game. Look at the ball in the air. Hasn't even, that ball's 3/4 of the way in the air before Hopkins comes out of his break. Great job there by Murray of anticipating that and putting it where Hopkins could have a chance.
Hopkins off that 6-game suspension, 9 receptions, 99 yards. Handed off inside, no room there.
Yo, face mask. That's a first down and more.
Tough, great running there, Eno Benjamin. And the flag thrown.
Has this game been? Yeah, this Cardinals Saints game's been pretty entertaining. It's better than the last 2 Thursday night games and the last Monday night game for damn sure. Cardinals look like they're about to put it away though.
Cam Jordan double team.
Saints are probably going to run out of time before they can ever really make a comeback.
Ring finger may have locked into that face mask and pulled it. 15 yards on top of the run.
Mm-hmm.
There.
Yeah, an 8-yard run, which turns out to be a 23 net gain. Ball to 23.
Excuse me.
Probing on the ground. 19-yard line. Benjamin. So, folks, if you watch the baseball game tonight, Astros lead 2 games to nothing after beating the
Fuck the Astros and fuck the Saints. I'm glad the Saints are losing.
Saints first drive there. Murray, his numbers tonight. It was at one point 14-6 in favor of the Saints. You have Hopkins coming back off the suspension, catching 9 balls tonight. The Cardinals defense, 3 interceptions, 2 of them pick sixes.
Really changed the complexion of the game near the first half. It was 14-14.
Yeah, those pick sixes kind of ruined this game, but it's still been entertaining.
2nd and 7. Taking time
Cardinals just trying to close it out.
The Cardinals
Have a 3rd down here.
15-yard line. That time is Ingram.
Pretty good job up front by this offensive line. I mean, the Saints know they're going to run the football. And watch the push here to give Ingram, who again, who's a downhill physical back. Good job, Billy Price, making his first start since he came over from Las Vegas. Ingram holding that ball high and tight, protecting it.
Big play here coming up on 3rd and 3. You got a flag thrown in.
12 men.
Before the play.
12 men in the huddle, probably.
12 men in the huddle there.
Too many in the huddle.
12 men in the huddle.
Yep.
Offense.
12 in the huddle. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Yeah, so that's 3rd down and 8. It's a big play in the sense that for the Saints to have to stop them to keep it with a field goal, it's still a 2-possession game. A touchdown is a 3-possession game.
Absolutely. So it's a big 3rd down. The Saints defense, they've got to get pressure.
I'm thinking sack, and then they missed the field goal.
Who's a threat sometimes.
And then it's time to panic, Arizona.
When everybody's covered downfield and he scrambles for a 1st down on 3rd down.
Spread out 3 receivers to the left. Let's go, he says. Snap it at 1.
They run it on 3rd and 8, and they're going to get the 1st down and more. 1st and goal. A draw play on the 3rd and 8.
They call a run on the 3rd and 8, and he makes it 1st and goal. It takes more time off the clock.
You see him check there? He's checking to the run because look at the line of scrimmage. Saints are spread all over the place. That line that we just talked about doing a better job, double team on the left. Good adjustment and a call there by Kyler Murray. Rolls the dice on 3rd down and long and gets good blocking up front against the light box to get the 1st down.
There you go. I knew you'd use that sooner or later. You run against that light box, it's a good time to run.
Yep.
10 carries, 86 yards for Benjamin tonight. Through the middle to the 4-yard line. Benjamin again. Jordan in on the tackle. Under 7 minutes to go.
Andy Dalton saying, just give me the ball back. Give me a chance. And I think they had a little bit of momentum and confidence that they could get this offense of Kyler Murray's off the field. But you got to give credit to this offensive line in obvious running situations. Controlling things for the most part up front.
And utilizing the clock. 6.5 left in the 4th. 2nd and goal. On the ground.
Down to the 1. 3rd and goal at the 1.
Benjamin again. 12 carries, 90 yards. He had one 45-yard carry and 45 yards on the other 11.
Tell you what, man, this kid runs hard. He did at Arizona State. And he's doing it now with his opportunity. He just we'll have to ask Terry. I know he
challenge it. You got one
there.
challenge left in the lead.
His butt is down, and then it should be a touchdown.
Okay, touchdown. Challenge it, Cliff.
Deserves a touchdown.
And they gave him the touchdown. So initially,
Oh, now they say touchdown without even the challenge. Okay, well, game over. Cardinals are going to win.
He's known for his
Going to have a 18-point lead with 6 minutes left. So
tonight we've seen him get between the tackles, lower his shoulder, and with lateral quicks inside there and bouncing off of people.
So Connor is out. Darrell Williams is out. So Benjamin with his moment to shine and making the most of it. Blankenship for the point after.
42-24 with 6:22 to go. All right, I'm going to call this stream here. I'm going to go take a break. I got to go take a shower. And then right at midnight, I'll be back. And we'll play some Gotham Knights and see what it's all about. We'll play for a few hours at least. If it's really good, I'll play all fucking night. But